Warm up, and they're looking pretty sharp. The two Howard boys in particular stand out. They're looking reasonably sharp and a solid pair, those two guys. So they look really ready to roll, and the conditions out here are perfect. There's not a blade out of grass as you expect at the Cheese, and the weather's overcast and conducive to some pretty good footy. And looking forward to what we're going to see this afternoon is the Saints come onto the ground and full of noise and full of vigour, with both sides looking to stay in touch in the five. You know, if Thurgoona get the job done today, they could well and truly find themselves in the five on percentage if results go their way. And Saints, if they get the win today, they stay within within a sniff of that final five as well. So, as Robbie promotes every week, every game's an elimination final, and every team's playing in an elimination final. Robbie.
Well, if he had a top 8, this would be a genuine one. Look, but you're right, Bobby. Both sides had 3 wins. Is it 4 losses now?
3 wins.
So yeah, and look, I think to lose this one, you could nearly put a line for them for finals, I reckon. So
Saints percentage is a little bit lower than Thurgoona. So if they get a win today, and Rutherglen and Chilton, who have got tough games out the road, they could find themselves in the 5 by tonight.
As we're seeing that, and look across to the Wodonga Saints there, Bobby. Look down to the southern part of the ground there. I guess the big one we want to really keen to hear a bit more about is the Barney Walgate, the big fella, and he's running sort of towards you there. You got a bit of a look at Big Barney. Got the purple boots on.
Holy dude!
Yeah, he's a big unit. So I don't know. Maybe he could take a new ball for you. I'm not sure, mate. But
holy smoke!
Yeah, so
in the purples too, if you don't mind.
I liked it. Yeah,
he is a big bopper.
And you got the. So yeah, it's all, you never know what you're going to expect. Sometimes there's a lot of these players have come up from the twos from over the last couple of weeks. We talk about this player shortage today, but it gives them a chance, and I reckon you're going to see the best of them in this first quarter.
Yeah, we've got the captains out here just in the corner. Luke Bokic and one of the Howard boys.
Matty Howard.
Matty Howard, yeah. Geez, they're similar from a distance, the boys.
They certainly are.
They are.
Tossing the coin here, and
looks like Matty's got his young fella as
yeah,
well, Bobby,
young Matty,
alongside him. So the coin's gone up.
Thurgoona's won the toss, and they're kicking to the Thurgoona end. What do you reckon, Howie? Not a bad day for it?
It's beautiful, no wind. Ground's in good nick. So, yeah, we're hope to get off to a good start is the most important thing. So, yeah.
Good luck, mate. Well done. Well done.
Matt Howard.
Oh, there you go. There's the first.
There we go. A pre-game interview with the captain, Bobby J. You're a man of marvel. You can do many things. So looking forward to getting stuck into things today. A good crowd starting to build, Bobby. A few cars starting to pile around the ground. The back of the utes are going to start to fill up with the twos boys soon, I'd imagine.
Yeah, just looking back towards you guys, it'll fill out between the cricket nets and all the way through to the commentary box that we've got here at the moment. And you're right, there's cars parked all the way around, and there's people got the camper chairs out the front and a few stubbies as well. So hopefully they'll be entertained by a good game of footy today. So
there's not many country grounds you can park the cars around now, is there?
Yeah,
this would be one of the very few, Bobby.
Yeah, this is the best ground in the business. It's one of the better grounds I've ever played any sort of sport on. I love it here. Love it here.
The Cheese, righto, Brent Kiko-Lewis, who's going to win today? And maybe give us your tip for best on ground.
Well, for me, it'll be Thurgoona today, and I think I know we've talked about 7th v 8th, but I think realistically, Thurgoona are probably the side of the two that'll can impact that top 5 come the back end of the year. As far as best on ground goes, I won't go past Link Hardy today. I can't. He'll jump all over whoever he's going to play against and sit behind the ball nicely. He's a ripper.
Yeah, he might be up against our man Barney Walgate.
Yeah,
so,
potentially.
I think it's
Baywatch Barney.
Baywatch Barney.
What about you, Bobby J? Who wins and who you like? And give us a play to watch, Bobby.
I just can't go past Matty Howe. He's got a bit of charisma. Everything you want to look like in a man, he's got it. He's got the slick hairdo, the tats, the good rig. So, and he tossed the coin good. So,
you
Matty,
sound like you're gushing a little bit there, Bobby.
I'm not objective to a man crush. That's for sure. PLS, I miss you, bud.
Go and have a chat to young Hunter Balfour. Young Hunter, right near you on the wing there.
Oh, he's switched on. He's in the zone. I might get him later. Right. Yeah, but I'm going to go Thurgoona, and I think they'll find themselves into the 5 by tonight.
Yeah, I think the Doggies as well, and I'm going to tip a bit of a blast from the past. I reckon it's going to be a day for the big forwards, of course. Connor Clark, the captain of the Saints, he loves to kick a goal, the co-captain, I should say. And I also think Toddy Miller is in for a big bag of goals today, the veteran. I reckon he's going to wind back the clock. And this is the sort of ground, Gecko, where you push all your high half forwards up the ground a bit and you clear out the 50 and Toddy's going to go to work as Bruiser did in the twos.
Yeah, no, he will, and he'll get some nice delivery from those boys out of the middle there. But you're spot on, mate. It's one of the smaller, more compacted grounds in the league and around the northeast, I suppose. So really interested to see what happens here today.
All right, so it looks like we're ready to rock and roll here on TDFL Live. Thanks to our good friends at McRae Motors and the Commercial Club in Albury. Bob Jackson is boundary side. Brent Gecko Lillis and myself, Gus McLeod, with Robbie McKinlay for Shelving and Storage Northeast.
Yes.
It's the Saints and the Dogs.
So Seymour straight away taps it onto Howard. Now they're out of the middle of the ground. They move it very quickly. Left foot pass is an absolute beauty there from Riley Kemp. And going back, taking the first shot on goal will be Jack Fordham.
Yeah, real slick movement out of the middle there. That might be a sign of things to come through that middle. They're really emphasising a strong attack on the footy was Drew in the pre-match, so that's a great start for the Bulldogs.
So one of the two Fordham boys. Jack, you can't miss him. He's bald and will. He's a nice-looking, classy left footer. So in he comes out, kick on the way. He's pushed it to the right, and it ain't coming back. Quick snap on goal, and I think it's Robinson, is it? Corby Robinson has just picked the cherry out the back there. It looked like it was going through for a point, and it is all clear. So Corby Robinson gets the first goal of the afternoon. A Bill Tilley goal that they contender. Gecko, what do you see there?
I think, firstly, where my mind goes to defensively from Wodonga Saints aspect, I think Armour would be really disappointed with that. To see the footy drop from a marking contest like that, and Corby was able to put that through without very little pressure at all. So that should have been punched over the line, and they should have been kicking out of their back line now.
It's a good start for the Doggies, Bob Jackson.
Yeah, certainly. Riley Kemp's a key for the Bulldogs in that engine there room. Trying to get him free.
Seymour goes up against Hardy. Hardy went to ground. Bokic had a swing and miss, and here comes Howard in the centre of the ground for the Dogs. He kicks up to half forward, and he's found, I think it's Huey Hampton. We've got a jumper change. I can tell you right now, that's not Daniel Cannonberg. He's suspended for 3 weeks. Inside 50 go the Dogs, and the mark's been taken, this time by Will Fordham.
Yeah, Cody Howard, really influential in that centre break, wasn't he? He just, I could see Zach Gibbons just blocking off the ball to give him some space. And that created the downfield space for the Bulldogs to work into.
I think Seymour and the ruck's going to have a think about how he's going to negate Link Hardy here, because Link's jumping really early and he's all over the top of him. So might have to try and get a little bit of body early, Bob.
As Fordham slots it through, Will's on the board. The Dogs have 2, and that's a good start for Thurgoona. They leave 2 goals straight to the Saints yet to score, thanks to Shelving and Storage Northeast.
Not the start that the Saints would want here at home. 2 goals inside 2 minutes, 2 centre breaks, clean centre breaks, so they'll be looking at shutting that down. They've already made a change here in their back half with Lockie Vander heading down back to do a job by the looks of it.
So, Big Mac, do we have any news as to who is wearing number 40 today?
Yeah, we've got a bit of work to be done on that. We've got to find there's a jumper change there, so.
And the timekeepers don't know either.
Might be a little bit job for you, Bobby J, if you can, mate. Just find out who, on the Thurgoona boys, who maybe number 40 is. We're back in the middle of the ground now. Working hard there at the footy was Lee Marshall. He's tackled by Zach Gibbons. And it'll be a ball up. Smack bang in the middle of Cheesley Oval. 2 early goals here to Thurgoona. Been a good start. Here they go, centre wing, the ball comes. Oh, bumped off the footy through traffic was Will Satchel. A thumping kick inside forward, 50, and our man again, the bald-headed warrior, Jack Fordham marks, puts the ball out in front of chance here, overrunning on this occasion though was Toddy Miller. From defence there, clearing kick by Barney Walgate was good. To the centre wing, Gibbons was tackled, gave the ball off now to Huey Hampton. Hampton now with the ball, comes back inside, kicks good, and he finds Gibbons. Centre wing, handball received.
And it's a 1-2. McAllister goes inside 50. Nice looking ball, and the mark's been taken again. I reckon it's Fordham.
Yeah,
it is. It's Big Will, and this Thurgoona forward line are working in great synergy, Gecko.
Yeah, they are. They look really good actually. It's quite confusing because there's a couple of blokes that are challenged from a hair perspective down there, so I'm finding that a little bit complicated to get my head around. But if I'd be asking my team if I had the Saints to.
As Fordham's kick is not going to challenge the score. Is out of bounds on the full.
Real simplistic view, but I'd love them to go real defensive here, lock down. You know, centre clearances have been easy in this first 5 minutes for Thurgoona.
So the Saints are going to get the ball at full back here, Big Mac. And the joys of country footy, I reckon the ball might have gone over the back fence.
All got pinched.
All got pinched, one of the two. Now the footy's coming back in now.
All right.
So the Saints will have it in the back pocket, Big Mac.
Opportunity there. Knock sometimes, Bobby. Ball out the back, and away young fella goes. He's kicking the Sharon all week with his mates. Probably at the same venue. Gibbons read it beautifully off the back of the pack. It was a look-away handball taken by Connor Clark, who's on the ball, I reckon, Gussie. He's not down forward where he might have been. Now, the kick's a good one across here. Finds Matt Howard. Matt Howard now goes short on the lead. Low ball, good kick. Marked. Swing around the left foot was Osman. Miller's a chance. Courageous work there from Luke Boothie. And stopped a certain mark.
Just to throw another spanner in the works, boys. And number 40 is Jack Fordham.
Right.
Another Fordham, a brother, the youngest one.
Another Fordham.
We've got Jack and Will. Right.
So we'll get that one cleared up here on O&M Live. Bobby J doing his best on the boundary. Here's Howard in the middle of the ground. It's Cody. Switches the ball dangerously. He was searching for Gibbons, but the Saints rebound and kick inside forward 50. Nice looking ball. Mark has been taken. And I reckon we've got another bloke who's wearing a different number
reckon that's
today.
Rowan. Is it Rowan Davies? Oh.
It might be. Nonetheless, this has been the Saints' best look. They went with a really nice kick from Bokic there and got the ball up to half forward, Gecko.
Yeah, Rowan Davies, boys.
Yep. Rowan Davies.
First chain.
Oh, he's going to chip the ball inside forward 50. Poor marking from Thurgoona. They'll be immensely disappointed with that. And there's going to be a shot on goal from Tom Dempsey, 40 metres out on a slight angle.
First chain of play, they've been really able to maintain possession from one end of the ground to the other without a turnover, Gussie. So just the importance of skill level when you're playing against a good side.
So here's Dempsey to the Beechworth Road end or the Pearce Street end. He slotted it through. So it's a goal to the Saints, and that's just what they needed, Bob J. Their best bit of play, and the Saints are on the board. It's 1 straight to 2 straight. Thurgoona in front.
Yeah, a little bit of loose checking there in the back half by Thurgoona, but also some good checking off the ball from the Saints, working for each other to get that man into some space. So, yeah, once they sort of get themselves sorted, they look like they move the ball pretty well, Saints.
Yeah, so just can confirm those number changes. So number 40 is Jack Fordham. So if you're watching at home, doesn't matter if you're listening at home. And we can confirm that Tim Madden is number 3.
There we go. So we're back in the
So
middle
we're sorted.
Here. Big Mac, and up goes the footy. Harney, he missed that one, and Howard just spins off the back of the pack. Cody Howard kicks inside 50. Toddy Miller's the target. Great use of the body.
Push.
Oh, it's a push in the back. Talk us through that one, Bob Jackson.
Yeah, just a little nudge at the wrong time, wasn't it? He just needed to time his nudge a little bit better there, and I'm sure that would have been a mark paid inside 50.
Well described, Bob Jackson. The old nudge off Kingswood Country, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it Kingswood Country?
Anyway.
No, I don't think it's that show we can't talk about anymore.
Number 25 takes the mark, which is Jack Lockerbie. Lockerbie now just delays his decision, goes short, kicks good too. And the mark's taken by Connor Clark. So Connor Clark, who's kicked 13 goals this year, a little bit indecisive. He goes short. Gee, wasn't 15. Rowan Davies found that one a little bit tough below the ankles.
I really like what they're doing off the ball, Saints. They're just protecting each other and being unselfish when moving the ball forward to get that loose man coming at the football.
So the boundary umpire will swing it back in. Clubroom side of the ground. Hardy won the tap. And away they go there. Handball over the top was Sonny Hines. Inside ball was to Riley Kemp. Wasn't a great handball. It's going to work around Jeff. Quinn has it. And there's a whistle, free kick. It's going to go the way of Gibbons, I reckon, Gussie, for Thurgoona.
It will be. Of course, one of the long-time servants at the kennel. Gibbons is going to wind up and kick inside forward 50. Beautiful pass, and Toddy Miller, that's where the big key forwards like him, Gecko.
Oh, the delivery to, now that we know that number 3 is Big Tim Madden, the delivery to Todd and Tim Madden has been exceptional, really. But you'd like to see a little bit more pressure on the ball carrier from the Wodonga Saints. But, yeah, Tim Madden looked really good.
Here comes Toddy Miller, steps up to the plate, and he has put it wide to the right-hand side for a minor score. So Thurgoona, they move to 2-1-13. The Saints 1 straight. And we've played 9 minutes thanks to Simo and the team at Japo Donks in Wodonga.
Yeah, I think our man Barney Walgate got caught thinking the long kick was going to come in, and the short pass was on, he nailed it. So here comes big Barney. He punches one towards centre wing, half-back flank. From behind here, They should be able to come up with the ball here. Benny Clements has tackled. I reckon he's gone here. Yeah. He has. Right in front of you there, Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, once you put out and try and fend, that gives you the prior opportunity. You need to get rid of the ball. So that was a little bit of a giveaway. So that was a great tackle.
So from the point boundary, it goes down. Oh, my goodness, Hardy went up high. He couldn't pull it in. He got one hand on it. Jeez, Bobby, you got a good look at that one. He flew, and there's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Connor Clark.
Unrealistic attempt, yeah. So Clark plays on and kicks down the line. He's looking to find Davies. He puts up a good contest, and so too does Corey Fenton. He gets a big fist, and it's out of bounds for a throw-in.
Did you say the point boundary?
Yes. It's your ground, mate, and it's right in front of you.
It's football season. I've already had 3 written warnings for talking about cricket during the footy season.
Nice ruck craft, but the Saints get it inside 50 via Porky Fleming, top of the goal square. Socket through.
Point.
And it's missed.
I've loved how Connor Clark's brought himself up the ground after the first 5 minutes. They've really struggled at centre half forward there.
Call.
So that's changed the way they've moved the ball.
So they take it back in quickly from the kick in. Scoreboard check, which is Gussie looking there for the shelving and storage Northeast first quarter. We're doing it for here.
13-7, Robbie.
13-7. Yeah, we've got a scoreboard sponsor today, Angus.
No, Shelving and Storage Northeast taking care of the first term.
Thank you very much. Cody Howard delivers beautifully. Ball goes wide out there to Ollie McAllister. Ball stays in. Handball comes away with Robinson. He goes to low dribbler. It clean bowled a lot of them. Sorry about the cricket turn, Bobby, but that was a fact. Now there's a hold. It is. And umpire Damien Patterson, Johnny on the spot. Free kick will go the way of the Wodonga Saints at half-back, and bring it back in will be Tommy Dempsey.
So the Saints have it in the hospital end, and they kick down the line. Kick was smothered off the boot. Umpire's actually going to pay the mark to Blair Osman. I thought it was touched. So Osman, he's 60 metres from goal. He's going to centre the ball here. Nice kick. Finds a teammate in space in Riley Kemp. And Kemp might back his leg in from here, Bobby. He's going to have a shot from the arc of 50.
Yeah, the early touches suggest he's a sweet kicker of the footy, this young fella. So he'll have a shot here from right on the 50-metre mark. But gee whiz, it's an open, fast-moving game of footy. I've been impressed with the standard so far.
So Riley Kemp having a shot on goal for the Bulldogs third. To the hospital end from 45 metres. I don't reckon he struck it nice enough. It's across the face. Lands inside the field of play. Robertson's lurking. Shot on goal. It might have gone through from Blair Osman. It has. So it's a goal to the Doggies, and I reckon it's off the boot of Blair Osman, who steers that one through, and the Doggies have their third on TDFL Live for Shelving and Storage Northeast.
It's a battle of two teams that are trying to attack the open side of the ground. Undoubtedly, at the moment, Thurgoona have got the better of them from that respect, and it's around skill level there. But if the Saints can tighten up by hand and foot, there's plenty of room on that open side of the ground for them. So, let's see how they go.
We saw Blair Osman in the finals last year. I think it was Gussie kick a couple of freakish goals. He's got the ability to do that.
X-factor, Robert.
He has X-factor indeed, Angus. Kemp again. Oh, his kick was smothered. It's going to go back the way of now of Lincoln Hardy. Oh, how about that for evasive skills? And look at the kick on him. It's a beauty too. Finds on the wing there. Sonny Hines goes short. Finds Cody Howard. Far side of the ground. Kicks a good one. Finds Robertson. Corby. It'll go inside forward 50. Kicks a beauty. Oh, it nearly knocked out Will Fordham. She had a bit of pepper on it. He couldn't hang on to the footy. As a white cockatiel comes across the score.
A what?
A white cockatiel, Gus. You heard it. And our man's got a free kick. It's the big fella, Barney Walgate.
Walgate, he goes long through the corridor here at the Cheese, up in the middle of the ground, but Thurgoona have numbers everywhere. Gibbons got tackled by Fleming. Now the ball's in dispute into the hands of Howard. Matt kicks inside forward 50, flying high, and the mark's been taken by Timmy Madden. So this is a guy that hasn't played senior footy for 8 years, Bobby J, and he's looking the part early.
Well, he's going to get plenty of footy. If the Wodonga Saints defence is just going to give more space in front of these leading lanes, he's going to get a lot of footy today.
He's got the fresh wheels on too. In comes Madden, right foot kick, and he has put it through the middle. So it's another goal to the Doggies. They move to 4-1-25.
They sprayed it, mate.
Oh, he missed. Oh, gee, that looked pretty good off the boot to me. Oh, my apologies. So the Dogs moved to 3-2-20, I should say.
Have you got the Bushnells today, mate?
I do have the Bushnells, mate. I do have the Bushnells, but I was just backing in my man Timmy Madden.
Extraordinary call from Angus McLeod. Now the kick is, pay that up. Oh, he's not going to pay it. Fletcher Seymour needed one more bite of the cherry. A dummy, a shimmy, a swifty. Kick on goal by Jack Fordham. Oh, he was unselfish. He spotted up a teammate, which was Quinn the Eskimo. And now Jeff Quinn will have a shot from goal. Bobby, 45-degree angle, about 30 out.
Great vision by Fordham, wasn't it? He was his first thought was to have a shot at goal, but he saw the defender coming at him and he changed his mind late, and a fantastic decision.
Bit of a stuttering run from Quinn, but hey, how about that? He just puts one finger up in the hand. I think that was towards me in the commentary box. Said, cop that, Big Mac. Straight through the guts it goes. Fourth goal on the board for the Bulldogs.
Hey, Bobby, you're pretty close between the two benches there, mate. Are you hearing much from the two coaches who are normally pretty vocal?
No, I'm just watching D-Mac up to the left here. He's on the other side of the fence, which is unusual, and he's just sort of a little bit mild and mannered with Drewy, and to the right, yeah, both Monty and Mark Armour.
It looks
just sort of
as
bit more
if to
relaxed.
me, Bob, that Drew is sipping a latte whilst coaching.
Yeah, he would be a latte drinker, wouldn't he?
Skinny latte, I reckon.
Almond.
Up in the middle of the ground goes the ball. Thurgoona have numbers around the contest with Corby Robertson. Umpire calls play on. Bokic tries to get it going the Saints' way, and Clark's wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says we'll ball the footy up.
Is that a character flaw?
What do you mean?
An almond latte?
I don't mind it. Some people are lactose intolerant, Bob. Including another very good cricketer that works with you, Liam Scammell. He likes his almond lattes.
They're the type of people that get married during the footy season too.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gecko. Yeah, one of your better special comments here on TDFL Live.
Cut that one up, Gus.
In the middle of the ground, Clark gets it going the Saints' way inside 50. Davies providing a contest for the Saints, and he's refusing to give up. Ball spills out the back to Kennedy, missed the handballing target. Now back to Davies, throws it on the boot, top of the goal square. The Saints have got a number out the back here if they can get it to sit. Dempsey snaps on goal and gets it. It's a Bill Tilley goal at A. Really good finish there, and the Saints get one back.
Well, I'm not sure how that happened, but Dempsey, I think, got out the back there. It was just really loose checking. I think his player got sucked well and truly into that contest. But great effort by, I think it's Porky Fleming. There's a couple of boys down there with bleached hair, and Porky's one of those. So just having trouble making sure it is him. But great effort by Porky to keep that within that sort of goal vicinity, and gave Dempsey a shot on goal there. Well done.
And the man who's looks like he spent about 4 days in the tattoo chair, Luke Boothie at centre half forward as well. He's got the bleach locks as well.
They were the two that were confusing me, mate.
Tap by Harding, well read by Bokic, thrown off the ball. Hurry kick in the forward line there was by Lee Marshall. Goes inside forward 50, running onto it, tapping the ball free. Kicking off the ground was clever. Might have been Harry Witt. Osman over the ball, back on the ground. Already kicked one goal today. And just paddling around here. Oh, under pressure, a hurried kick. It was Riley Archer. And he was a bit stiff there, Bob, because he kicked it in a hurry. Just as he got knocked over the boundary line, he kicked the ball. It went over the boundary on the full. It'll be a free kick to Thurgoona.
Yeah, I just like the way Saints are just trying to move the ball forward in any way, shape they can, particularly when the ball's in contest. They're just finding a way to drift the ball forward.
Opening term on TDFL Live for Shelving and Storage Northeast. You can visit the range and check it out at shelvingnortheast.com.au. Poor turnover. Ball's in dispute now. Inside attack for the Saints, but Thurgoona mop it up via Marty Norman. They go back to the top of the goal square, looking to find teammate Ollie McAllister, and he's been done for running too far. It's a shot on goal for the Saints, and poor Ollie. Oh, I don't know about that one.
No, he went too far, I reckon, Gussie. Bobby?
No.
Oh. Gek?
I'm with you, Robbie.
Thank you, Gek.
Sorry, Bobby.
Bobby,
sorry,
the
I'm
other
with you.
one. Right,
sorry, there's Bobs and Robs everywhere.
3-1 Big Mac, so you can take that one to the bank.
Yeah. Hey, how good's the last 5 minutes of the Saints been?
Yeah,
much
having
better.
a crack.
Good energy.
Since Timmy Madden missed that goal, just the pressure, and Bobby, your call to highlight the fact that they're just sending the ball forward after time is great.
Here's Davies, and he's just missed. It's a minor score. Goal umpire was trying to get it through, but
Clip the post, Gussie.
yeah, it's a minor score there. So the Saints, they move to 2-2, and Thurgoona 4-2. So 26 plays 14 here for Shelving and Storage Northeast.
I just watched the replay, ran 17 metres. So umpire got it right. Well done. Thank you very much, Bobby, for your support. Gus, not one of you's got in behind me. Left foot kick was good from Kemp. Driving kick to half forward. Oh, look at that for Toddy Miller. Wound back the clock, gathered it in, low ball. Here's the chance for numbers at the base of the ball. They're all Saints at the moment. They run it from half back. Bokic can't take the mark. Gibbons' pressure was fantastic. A little dribbling kick. Paddled beautifully by Miller onto Timmy Madden for a goal. How about that for a bit of razzle-dazzle from a few of the veterans? And Thurgoona get their 5th goal. Hutt, a play of the day. Gussie for bloody Bill Tilley, JBI Electrical, the whole lot of them. Anyone would put hang their hat on that. What do you reckon, Bob?
Oh, Toddy Miller just flashed across the contest there on the far flank and kept the ball in his favour for a 50-50, then delivered it inside 50. But the little deft touch,
wasn't it,
to Madden was just footy nous, wasn't it? Really, just too slow for a handball, but got the quick touch and good shot on goal.
So 32 plays 14 as Bokic breaks away in the middle of the ground and gets the ball onto a teammate. Here's Bokic inside 50. He went himself, and it's probably the next best result from a goal. A boundary throwing deep inside attacking 50. Great bit of centre work clearance there from the Saints, Gecko.
Turn of speed by Bokic just blew Blair Osman away then, so that looked really good.
Yeah, Craig Jarvis has just come back and instant impact in the middle. Bit taller.
Boundary throwing comes back into play. The Saints are going to want to get it out of bounds once again, but it's going to be a ball up 5 metres in from the boundary, Big Mac. We're 32 plays 14 after 21 minutes, thanks to Japo Donks.
I reckon defence is optional at the moment in this game, Gecko. It's sort of freed up a bit, which I don't mind. There's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Thurgoona. And at half back, it was Benny Clements. He kicks it now to Corey Fenton. Fenton spots up the lead from Cody Howard and delivers a nice mark on the playground flank. If you're listening at home and you're familiar with Cheesley Oval, it's near the scoreboard now. Here's a chance here for Boovy. Handball over the top was to Plemming. Gave it back. Kick was smothered though. Ball didn't get inside forward 50. Now it will with a hurried kick. Fenton goes at the foot. He got a terrible bounce. Rowan Davies, low to the ground, was able to pick up, shook a couple of tackles. Balls followed him at the moment. Out the back, it was good work here. There's a chance here for Thurgoona, Clements, or Howard, sorry, Matty Howard off half back. Gee, that's a good kick. And it finds the lead of our man there, which is Jack Fordham, who's come down the ground a long way. He finds Osman, almost centre of the ground. Here's a bit of a run and go. Beautifully weighted kick. Finds Balfour. Balfour runs forward. Lovely pass. Have a look at that. That is fantastic football from Thurgoona. And it's going to be Robertson who'll have a shot from goal, 30 out, tight angle. How about that, Gecko?
Oh, the skills by the young fella Balfour on the wing, exceptional. He looked really good. I think it's just the real difference between the two sides at the moment is the skill level and the ability to be able to run and carry the football without creating a self-inflicted.
Robertson kicked the comes in, tight angle. Oh, he's pushed it to the right. It might not make the journey. They've got to knock that through. And they even struggled to get rid of it then. And eventually it's gone through for a minor score. So 5-3-33 Thurgoona. They lead the Wodonga Saints 2-2-14. Gus, 22 minutes and 40 seconds gone on the Japo Donks time clock.
Around the grounds, thanks to Bill Tilley. The Bendigo League, 3-5-23 to the O&M, 1 straight 6. So the Bendigo League with a hot start early over the SSNA, Ovens and Murray. As the ball sits across the half-back flank here with Connor Clark, who has played a lot of footy in the forward line, but looks to be going in the engine room today, and he looks a bit proppy, Bobby J. We'll keep tabs on him. Dangerous ball in D50, but the Saints survive a scare. They've got it at centre half back, and they penetrate the corridor. Boothie was the target. Fenton went up against him. Bustling his way through was Quinn. Got it back onto a teammate in Balfour, who kicks inside 50. Oh, the Saints have friendly fire, and the Dogs are going to pounce out the back. Easy as you like, through the big sticks from Toddy Miller. Oh, communication broke down well and truly for the Saints there, Bobby J, and that's costly.
Yeah, communication breakdown, but their intensity and will to get to the contest is impressive by the Saints. They just got to get those little 1% things right, where it's just communicate when they both go on the ball. So it's only 1 instead of 2, but they're having a crack. But Thurgoona are just nice and polished, aren't they? The passages of play that they're producing in this first quarter are pretty classy.
Boys, they play a similar brand of footy, Thurgoona and Wodonga Saints. That really stands out to me. And of the Toolenga League games I've seen this year, they're the only two teams that don't have a press or a zone.
Around the grounds as well, thanks to Bill Tilley and Shelving and Storage Northeast. Chilton out to a hot start, 5 straight to Yakandanda, 1-1 at the 25th minute mark.
There we go. Ollie McAllister, this time he decides he'll kick it a little bit early. It's a good kick too. Finds James Kennedy, premiership player at Colin Gully. Goes laterally, finds Marty Norman, former North Albury player. Fenton marks now centre wing, runs around his opponent, chips it short. I like the way it's building up. Quinn, the Eskimo marks, and he drives it. Centering kick, up they fly. Roll! Robinson over the back, went high. Couldn't drag it in. His opponent got a nice old knee in the back though. He's still down. Hard work here for Lee Marshall. A low kick, didn't find a target. Lincoln Hardy loads up, lines up, goes long. Hits Fordham in the chops. Toddy Miller it was in the end. And they're going to clear it here. But the kick's not a good one, Gus, and it's been marked by the Bulldogs.
I reckon it's Hines who's got the ball, and he's a little bit far out. Or it might be McAllister, in fact.
Yeah,
It is McAllister. Of course, both boys are rocking the sleeves. And I sent D-Mac a message saying this is a live stream game, and he said the boys have booked out the solariums and the barbershops. Or he reckons there's a few pretty boys in his Bulldogs cartel. So let's see how the shot's going to come on goal here from McAllister. Right foot kick, top of the goal square, and Tim Madden marks. No.
Yep.
Nah, it's Toddy Miller. It's Toddy Miller. He's going to snap across his body and kick that one into someone's backyard. It's a big goal for the Bulldogs. They've got 7, and Toddy Miller has how many, Big Mac?
2.
2.
Or otherwise, I'm telling you something else.
No, he's got 2, boys. And the way they're moving the footy inside their 50 is a concern for the Saints. There's too much space and too much free run at the footy for the Thurgoona Bulldogs forward. So, yeah, Toddy Miller, Timmy Madden and company down there are just running amok at the moment. They need to shut down the space that they're providing the forwards and really shut down that there. And also across the middle, McAllister's starting to get a lot of the footy. The 2 Howard boys and Gibbons is really providing some really hot pressure on the footy.
Boys, I don't reckon is there a boundary umpire on that side of the ground? Bobby, is that a water boy? I don't reckon there's a boundary umpire on that side of the ground. The players had to kick that back.
Yeah, there's one over the far side there.
One over the far side. All right. Now, Bob, I want you to check on that injury to Connor Clark, please. He limped off there before. Play on call, the advantage. Lincoln Hardy, beautiful. Look at that. Now, Miller has kicked the last 2 goals. Could he kick 3 in 3 minutes? That's what he's looking at. Toddy Miller. Distance won't be a problem. He'll kick it from about 47 metres. Kick on the way. It holds up beautifully. And the Doggies get goal number 8 for the quarter at the 27-minute mark, and Todd Miller has 3. He's putting on a bit of a clinic here, Gecko.
He is, the old fella, really winding back the clock. I think the ones I get frustrated with are those uncontested marks like Toddy Miller had prior to the goal he's just kicked in the goal square. That sort of stuff you can control, can't you, Bobby? You're asking your defenders to work really hard in the air, and there's no excuse really for that. That's attitude stuff, and that's making sure you're switched on.
Yeah, 100% right. Just double checking on Connor Clark. He's just coming out from getting, I think it might have been an ankle restraps or just a lower leg injury. So he's just back out, ready to get back on the ground now.
Jarvis won the tap, and we've got a free kick for a throw. It's going to go the way of the Saints, and Porky Fleming is going to be the recipient.
Sounded like Bobby Jackson was at the golf there, wasn't it? He was sort of whispering, wasn't he?
Here's Porky, the former coach, kicking to half forward. The target's going to be Davies. He brings the ball front and centre, but the Dogs have numbers. Fumbling the ball was Huey Hampton. Spills out the back, and Howard breaks away. This is Matt, the captain. Handballs over the top, finds a teammate in Linkardi, then gives it back to Howard. Long down the boundary line, the Bulldogs go. Porky Fleming, well, he got clean bowled. Ball spills out the back to Kemp for the Saints. Ball's in dispute now. And the Saints turn it over. Poor set of handball as McAllister breaks away at half forward. Kicks the Dogs inside forward 50. And good mark. Flying across the pack from Corby Robertson. And he looks to be a live wire inside forward 50, Bobby J.
Yeah, he does. He's going to be the recipient of shutting down Madden and Miller, this guy. He's just floated across the front of the pack there nicely, didn't he? And too much easy ball inside 50 for the Wodonga Saints defence to work with here. They need some pressure on the ball up the ground. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day in defence for the Saints.
Kicked the first goal of the game. did Corby. Little toe poke at the back post. This one shouldn't challenge him as the quarter time siren sounds. This to give Thurgoona their 9th of the opening term, and it's through the middle. So quarter time here at the Les Cheesley Oval, where the Dogs have dominated 9-3-57 to the Saints 2-2-14. We'll take a break for shelving and storage northeast. On the other side of the break, the second term on TDFL Live, where you won't miss a thing.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Avita Motorhomes and Caravans, the longest-serving motorhome manufacturer in Australia, are celebrating 60 years since our humble beginnings. And to celebrate, we're introducing new 60th anniversary models with an exclusive 60-month warranty, roadside assistance and cap price servicing package. Drop in to an Avita dealer or visit avitarv.com.au and experience the RV lifestyle today.
Your battery's not going to have a pie at the footy. Catch a thriller at the flicks. Or entertain you at a fancy restaurant. But it will get you to where you want to go. Marshall Batteries. Holla! For a local.
At Ready Group Equipment Sales, we have it all. Stockists of Wackanoisin machinery such as excavators, skid steers and dump trucks, plus JLG scissor lifts and booms. We also have digger and norm engineering attachments to suit any machine, as well as ECH ground engaging tools and cutting edges. On top of that, quality tracks, spare parts and wear parts for all brands. See the range up close at Ready Group Equipment Sales' new showroom, 191 Melbourne Road, Wodonga. Visit rgequipmentsales.com.au.
Finer embroidery is in the fabric of our community. Any logo on anything so your business can proudly present themselves well. Embroidery that adds that personal touch that doesn't break the bank. Join the Finer embroidery community today. Proudly supporting the TDFL.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
Chanty, 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 Chanty. Chanty, that's the name to remember. Chanty Holdings are the pros for all the muckiest jobs. For cleaning and servicing septic tanks, treatment plants and grease traps, winery and trade waste, even cleaning car and truck washers. They've been doing it for over 50 years, from Albury to Beechworth, Corryong to Corowa, Wodonga to Yarrawonga, Wangaratta to Henty, and everywhere in between. When it comes to liquid waste, call Chanty.
Chanty, Chanty, Chanty.
Call 1-800-CHANTY.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Welcome back to TDFL Live here on 1494 2AY. Gus McLeod Robbie McKinlay, Brent Gecko Lewis and Bob Jackson with you. Quarter time sees the score 57-14. We've had some goals, 11 of them in the opening term, and the Saints have shown some glimpses of some good footy, but it's broken down a lot for them across half forward, Gecko, and that's going to be something they're going to look to rectify here in the second term, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it starts a little bit further back at the back end of the ground than that for me, Gus. And it's pretty obvious that Thurgoona are going to attack that open side of the ground continuously, and unless Wodonga Saints address that, the Howard boys, young Blair Osmond, Hunter Belfer on the wing, they're going to continue to cut them up because they've got that much space to work in. It's not funny.
We're going to go down to Bob Jackson very shortly. He'll catch up with the assistant coach of the Saints, Scott Montgomery. But before we do so, Big Mac, run us through a few of the goal kickers in the opening term.
Yeah, we have, Toddy Miller. He was he became the 5th goal kicker, and then he became the 6th and the 7th. He kicked 3 in a row, so he has 3. Young Robbo, he kicked the first goal of the quarter, and then he kicked the final goal of the quarter. Corby's got 2, then 1 each to Will Fordham, Jeff Quinn, Blair Osmond. That was a little beauty, a sneaky one on the gold square. And Timmy Madden, who's been very prominent in his return to footy. And we've had 2 goals for the Saints, 1 to Luke Bokic and 1 to Tom Dempsey. But yeah, Gecko, they did show a little bit there for about a 10-minute patch after those 2 early goals. They got back into the game, and then they're going to come over the top.
And Bobby highlighted, I think they really simplified it there for 10 minutes, and they were just working on sending the ball forward at all costs. The Saints' ability to scrap in their forward half, you've got to commend them there. And they were able to get a couple of goals on the board, and they missed a couple that they probably shouldn't have. And then, obviously, Thurgoona, a lot more polished, creating turnovers, and we've talked about that using that open side of the ground. That they just weren't making many mistakes in front of goals. So that's the real difference between the two, from my mind.
I tell you what, this is a long quarter time break. Bob Jackson, are you getting a bit cold down there, just waiting?
I just think the exact same thing. The siren just went a minute ago, so I'd assume that. There we go.
There's the little hurry up. We might get you to wander over to Scotty Montgomery and see what the message was at quarter time. I think the Saints will take a lot of positives out of that. Yeah, we know that they've got a fairly decimated injury list, and of course a wedding never helps the cause. But I tell you what, the coaches have had a long say. Yeah. We'll go down to you, Bobby J. Going to catch up hopefully with Scott Montgomery, the assistant coach of the Saints.
We'll grab Scotty now.
It'd be fun if he told the rack off.
It was a nice, promising start, Monty, but just the weighted numbers worked against you in that second half of that quarter.
Yeah, I think it was 8-4 centre clearance, so pretty hard to defend that. And our back 6 was under the pump, so to hold them to what we did wasn't too bad considering what they got out of the clearance.
But when you did get some good ball, you had some really good looks inside that forward 50, so some really good signs for you.
Yeah, well, just trying to maintain it inside our forward 50, something we really struggled with. So the pressure wear was pretty good. We just got to get in there a bit more often and give our boys a chance.
Best luck, mate.
Very good stuff there from Scott Montgomery and Bob Jackson. Some more around the grounds. The second quarter's just started at Chiltern. They lead 6 straight to Yakandanda 1-2, and an Ovens and Murray around the grounds for you guys. Quarter time in the interleague game, the O&M are down by 40 points.
Wow.
40 points down to the Bendigo League, so we don't have a great track record going on the road, do the SSNA.
Let's hope there's a strong wind blowing one way, Gus.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
On a brighter note, Gussie, the under-18 Ovens and Murray side got up.
They did have a win.
Benny Tallarico.
Benny Tallarico, our man, will be very happy. The under-18s won 9-4-58 to 5-11-41. Best on ground, Cal Moffat from the Wodonga Raiders. I believe he's the big ruckman, Gecko, one of your boys.
He's not he is a ruckman, but he's not big. He's a ripper. Fresh in from Midder this year. We thought he was pretty raw, but he's come on leaps and bounds.
For Thurgoona Country Club Resort, he's Robbie McKinlay on TDFL Live.
Thanks, Gussie. And Thurgoona, Gibbons overran the foot in the middle. His tackle, now you'll have to knock that out. Umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt. It's a good tackle there by Luke Bokic. He was involved, and so was our man, Jacko's boy, Craig Jarvis. He's been around, well, a long time.
Since the dinosaurs.
He has. Here's Kemp. That's a clever kick from Kemp. Finds Ollie McAllister. He's been good today. Left foot kick, looking for Osmond. Over the head he went. They've got a couple of nice, stylish left footers in this side, Gecko.
Yeah, they do. And guys with those guys seem to have a bit of pace here, Robbie. They're really having an impact on what Wodonga Saints are trying to do, and they're cutting them up.
It started well. Take it away, Angus McLeod.
We might have another boundary throw in there, I think. Jarvo was hoping it was going to stay there, Craig Jarvis, because he won a hit out, but umpire said, have another go. So Link Hardy will do battle in the ruck with Craig Jarvis. In fact, they're going to ball it up.
Okay, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that. Up goes the Sharon. Good umpiring from the men in green. And the tackle from
What
Fleming.
grabbed you about it, Gussie? What do you like about it?
The common sense approach, Robert.
Took the words out of my mouth.
So up goes the Sharon. On half forward for the Saints. Harding on the tap down. Nice work from Porky Fleming. Gets the Saints up to centre wing. Big contest forms. We've got a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Saints.
Push.
And it's going to be in the hands of Clark. He's got that ankle fixed up and he looks okay. He kicks inside forward 50. A few to beat in the back of the contest for Davies. The Saints have numbers. The Bulldogs arrive now. Ball's in dispute. I'm going to bring the ball out across the half-back line. Nice ball. Finds its way to Fordham. And a run-down tackle. Brilliant tackle from the Saints. And I reckon that's Jakey Fleming. It is. And he's going to get the ball inside 50 now.
Yeah, Bill Tilley, player of the day. Whatever you like there, Gussie. Kick inside. There'll be a mark or a free kick. It'll go the way of Connor Clark, who came back on the ground after, we believe, Bobby Jackson diagnosed it as a restrapping of the ankle, Bob.
Yeah, I think so. I was only guessing. But that was better movement and great desperation defensive-wise. As Scotty said at a quarter time, they just need to put a bit more pressure through the midfield. Yeah, that great chase-down tackle there is a good way to start.
Dare I say it, but that tackle was electrifying, and that's for JBI Electrical, Bobby. So Jake Fleming has done that award justice. That was sensational. Now, Connor Clark, he's kicked 13 goals this season so far. Comes in, kick on the way. I don't mind the look of this. He hasn't got the journey, not quite. And Thurgoona did well there. They'll do what the Saints were unable to do, Gecko, knock it through for a rush behind, which happened in the first quarter.
Yeah, great effort by Jake Fleming there to set that up. You probably just, again, that's attitude stuff, tackle and chase and pressure. You want to see a little bit more of that from them blokes.
Here's Cody Howard. What a star this guy is of the competition. Kicks inboard, trying to find a teammate there in Will Fordham. Gives it back to a runner in Clements, who pierces the ball to centre half forward. This is nice build up here in the hands of Kemp. Kemp's got an open player all alone if he can get it to him. McAllister's there now coming off the line. Blair Osman, snap on goal from Osman. Top of the goal square, and it's a good mark. It's a good mark to Robertson for Thurgoona, and he'll kick this from point blank range, boys. This will be his second, and now he's third. So Robbo's got 3 and the Dogs have 10 on TDFL Live. Thanks to the Thurgoona Country Club with free live entertainment every Friday from 8 p.m.
Isn't it? It's a nice sign of a good football side when someone from the boundary line drops it to the top of the goal square when they're under pressure. There's nothing worse than seeing someone blaze away from that sort of position on the ground. It goes over, out of bounds on the full or through for a point. So well done by Thurgoona.
They link up really well through the middle of the ground, don't they? That passage of play there, basically untouched, just run and support. Mark, handball, run and support. So they've got a good flow going here, Thurgoona.
Just in around the grounds for you, Robbie, when you've got a sec. I've got an update for you.
All right, Bob. Well, just stay with me, Gus. You get a chance now, mate, if you're quick.
Well, Rutherglen are up 22-9 over Beechworth, and there's been more fights than disposals, is the mail I've got coming through.
Will Fordham kick the ball inside forward 50, and it's going to be picked up off half-back here by the Saints. Long kick to centre. Boovy was held. He was, and umpire Patterson was all over that. Boovy still held the mark. He goes short, and he finds Connor Clark, who presented his chest at the footy. Took the mark. He'll run around, called the play on, drives it long. Davies, was he held? No, boundary line wins out. Fenton might have just got a hand on him. We just thought it might have been a physical encounter, Gus, down there at Barclay Park today.
Yep.
And it looks like that's why it's panning out. So it'll be a boundary throw in, Gus. Wodonga Saints are inside their forward 50. They trail 15-63.
Ball comes back into play. It'll be another repeat stoppage. I liked it. Boothie's throwing his weight around here. He's flying the flag for his Saints.
Good on him.
Up goes Davies in the ruck coming through. Was the Bulldogs players in numbers. It spills out to Bokic now. If he can break away, kick on goal. Luke Bokic hits the stick. Oh, it would have been a Bill Tilley and JBI Electrical play of the day, but it's a minor score. The Saints have started the second term with a bit of spark, Echo.
Yeah, they have. It's again, it's all pressure. They know they're not a silky side, so if they can just put pressure on the opposition and try and create turnover. That's their way of getting the score on the board.
Geez, they love to run it off back flank, don't they, these doggies? There's a kick. It's gone. Oh, it's paddling around superbly there. Timmy Madden trapped it. Went long. Old-style footy. Here he is. Toddy Miller, front and centre. Runs in and kicks his 4th goal. The 11th for the Thurgoona Bulldogs. 11-3-69. They lead 2-4-16 to Wodonga Saints, and that was just some old-style classic footy, Gecko.
It was the smarts of Toddy Miller to not follow his man in, Big Barney, Baywatch Barney, to that contest there and stay at ground. 3 Wodonga Saints boys went up in the air. Toddy held ground and a nice crumb on goal. Hey, is it the game at Rutherglen Beechworth today?
Correct.
Isn't that Tommy Mitchell's game?
That is the Tom Mitchell game. So a score update in that one, 22-9. Rutherglen are in front as we're back in the middle of the ground, and here comes Gibbons for the Bulldogs. Gets the ball to half forward. Kemp, I'm going to leave that one there for Gibbo. He's going to have another crack at this one. He's going to kick the Dogs inside 50. Osmond the target. Nice little fist coming through. Well done by Jake Fleming. Impacted the contest. Miller's now in pursuit of the ball. Spills out the back. Porky Fleming throws on the outside of the boot. Looks for Big Jarvis. Gets the ball off the edge of the centre line, or the boundary line, and goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Bob Jackson, thanks to Thurgoona Country Club.
Yeah, Wodonga Saints are working really hard to stay in this game, but the ease at which Thurgoona are moving the ball from their back 50 into their scoring zone to be frustrating Wodonga, the Saints, that's for sure.
But Fleming off half-back, pumps it to Clark. Clark through, oh, good tackle. Gee, that's a good tackle there by Clements. He plays on. This is their first thing they think of. Play on immediately. Courage personified there. Standing under the footy there was Jake Fleming. He's pulled off a big tackle and he stood under one with a lot of courage. Player of the day contender there for Bill Tilley and JBI Electrical. Now here they go, the Saints. Can they mount something? Clark Gavers centre wing. Drives it long. 60 out from their goal. Ball spills free now. Trying to run onto it. Kicking off the ground. He's a bit stiff. It went out of bounds on the full. It was Riley Archer. The old arrow went a bit further than the bow there, Bobby. And out of bounds the full it is from Archer.
Well, the umpire's having... Oh, no.
The issue we've got here, boys, I don't think it's a boundary umpire on this side.
Hey, did I tell you guys that early in the day?
No, you said the other side,
You said
Robert.
the other side,
Well,
mate.
they swap.
There is a boundary umpire, but he might have played in the 17s as well, so he's
Yeah.
just struggling to keep up. But
Might have to throw a couple in, Bobby.
Yeah,
well,
won't hurt him.
Big Mac got dropped from umpiring, so he might have to go down there
Too
and have
soon,
a crack.
mate. Too soon. Thanks, Gus.
Ollie McAllister, across half back for the Dogs, plays on and kicks long down the line. Trying to find a teammate. The ball spills out the back here for Witt for Wodonga Saints, heading towards the boundary line. Little toe poke, just goes out of bounds for a boundary throw
Well,
in.
I can tell you, boys, if Bob Jackson does do one throw in, there will be an invoice going to border umpires.
You're right.
He'll flick one in.
100%.
Yeah. What do you charge for a cameo boundary performance, Bob?
100 a throw.
100 a throw. Gee whiz.
Jeez.
Well, hopefully umpire in the AFL will lasso rule, Bob, otherwise they'll be broke.
It was talked about a week or two ago, wasn't it?
More money.
The wages for
Yeah.
umpires.
Here's Kennedy inside 50 for the Dogs. Todd Miller's at the back. Robertson left it behind. The Saints going to get front position here. There was a nice looking tackle, but now the Saints regain some composure and clear as far as they can. But it's into the hands of Quinn, who wants to send the ball for Thurgoona, and it's a nice looking one. Mark's been taken by Sonny Hines, and he'll go back and have a shot from 40 metres out. Slight angle, Gecko.
Sonny, a relation of mine. He's
Is he?
Yeah, he is. So he's my wife's second cousin. So
Right.
yeah, he's a good young.
So if he
fellow,
kicks it,
Sonny.
you're going to claim him, Gecko. Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
I
say?
will if he misses. He's Renee's.
So here comes Hines. Gets the 40 metres, set shot, nice looking kick. Does it hold its line? It does, but it doesn't quite have the legs. Miller onto Madden, tied up in the pocket for the Bulldogs. In front of the club rooms, gets the ball back to a teammate. Quinn, if you don't mind, with a bit of candy, he's hit the stick. He's hit the stick. Well, the highlights are starting to come out, boys.
Yep.
11-4-70 Thurgoona. The Saints 2-4-16. Thanks to Thurgoona Country Club Resort.
Quinn has just been left to his own devices
Hasn't he?
at the top of that 50-metre arc there. He's been on the end of a few intercept marks. And
Oh, hello. This one kick in is not great, but, well, he's either that or he's an absolute wizard, was Jake Fleming, because he's found Connor Clark right on the boundary line. Clark took a good grab. He'll go short, and he finds Zach Fleming. So Fleming, half back, kicks a good one down the line. Oh, it's a great kick. right in front of Bobby Jackson. Mark taken there by Lockie Maiden. Another cricket turn, Bob, here on the cricket ground. Maiden drives it up to half forward. Oh, Clark spins, grabbed the ball, spins out. I hope they don't penalise him. They have. Technically, yes. Feel for the game. I feel for the boy.
Yeah,
What do you reckon,
right.
Bob?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, good attack on the footy. Both players, had an honest contest and just let it go.
Yeah.
So here come the Bulldogs on centre wing. Breaking through the contest is Kemp. He's a good-looking player. Gets the ball inboard. Now gets it back himself, does Kemp. Breaks around. Run-down tackle. It was a great chase from Dempsey, but Thurgoona have numbers. Robertson kicks it inside 50. Looking for Quinn, who's been dangerous early. Can't quite keep it alive. Boundary throw in front of the cricket nets here after 11 and a half minutes for Jappo Donks.
Boys, credit where credit's due. Connor Clark has worked his backside off for Wodonga Saints. He's been smart enough as a captain to recognise when he needs to push up the ground and then drop inside forward 50.
Yeah, good shout, Gecko. And Harvey Wallbanger has just dropped that one out over boundary on the full. There did Barney Walgate. He's a goer, Bob, but just needs a bit of polish at times.
Yeah, I think you can say that in general with the exits outside 50 from Wodonga Saints. They just lack a little bit of polish coming out of their
Play
back
on.
50.
It's Clarence Clements has it. Kicks it into half forward. Good grab. Taken there by Blair Osborne. He's been around a while, hasn't he?
He has been. I remember him as a young fella, and he still moves really well, Blair.
Yeah.
And the type of player that Blair is, there's 3 or 4 similar players in the side, younger versions of him, and they've really been the difference from a skill and running perspective.
Loyal to the core. Here he comes, Osmond. Loads up on the left foot. Has he got the journey over the back mark? Is it? Yeah. Tim Madden. And this has been the feature of the game. How many marks has they taken? Madden unselfishly kicks it across the ground. Toddy Miller tried to take it one-handed, had to give it out in a hurry. Gibbons runs onto it. He was driven into the ground by Zach Fleming. And the umpire makes a very good decision and says, give it to me. What do you think of that, Gus?
I think the umpiring's been pretty good today.
Yeah. Outstanding, Angus.
The men in green have done well. They've let the game go. I reckon the boys in town can have a look at that. Here's a shot on goal. Sonny Hines, Gecko's man through the big sticks. So Thurgoona are starting to run away with this one. They move to 12-4-76 to the Wodonga Saints 2-4-16. That's on the Thurgoona Country Club scoreboard, where members enjoy $14 meals in the bistro every evening. Become a member for just $7 today at Thurgoona Country Club Resort.
Just talking to Drew in the pre-match, Drew Cameron, the assistant coach at Thurgoona, the X factor that Gibbons brings to the side. His attack on the footy there, just that gives you that little bit of, right, okay, we're in business here. We've got Zach back in the side. We know we've got the attack on the footy. And that just gives you that little bit of, right, we all got a crack here now because Zach's back having a crack.
Every team needs one, don't they, Bobby?
Yeah, exactly.
So, was he held? Yeah, Pato says he was. Damien Patterson's umpiring very well here. He's just picked that one up. He thought he'd given the advantage and he realised there's no advantage, so I will pay what I originally saw. That is very good umpiring, Pato. His old man was a larrikin, Banjo.
Banjo's his old man, is it?
Banjo, yeah, one of the greats, Banjo. Gee whiz.
I reckon Pato could wash his socks.
No, Pato, he's
they have seen better days.
It's a good kick inside 50. Tim Madden marks. Now, he's very superstitious, Pato. He hasn't washed them in 21 years. Kick towards Miller. Miller brings the ball to ground. Gavin himself had a bit of a swing and a miss at it. Fleming, kick up, that was the Wallbanger. Kicked it high. Oh, courage. Friendly fire. Howard ran into, I'm not sure who it was. Was it Huey Hampton? Play on's the call. They're both up. Great news. They breed them tough here in the TDFL. Don't worry about that, Gus. And the free kick's now going to go the way of Marty Norman.
So Norman plays on and kicks inside 50. How is this bloke alone again? Quinn brought it front and centre. Look out for the left boot.
Whoa!
Shows a bit of candy. Handball's inboard. Tim Madden across the face of goal. The Bulldogs fling it backwards. Here's a go for Gibbo. Gibbons kicks on goal from 30 and he's hit the stick.
Third time this quarter, Gus.
Again, that post must have a magnet in it, Bobby J.
Can we just back over Pato's socks?
Yes.
Has he really not washed them for 21 years?
He's superstitious about it.
Has Jeff Quinn got COVID?
We could have.
No one has gone near him all game. He's basically
maybe
just,
he hasn't washed his socks in 20 years.
My Lord, this guy's had so much space, it's not funny.
No, well, Paddo hung him out on the line after a game 21 years ago, and they got pinched. And he said, I'll never do that again, so they stay in the bag, Geck.
Yeah, they look horrendous.
Yeah, but they do the job, though. Now, here's a chance for Davies. Ball went inside forward 50. Davies did well. Got a handball to Connor Clark. He ducked under 1, 2, 3 tackles. And again, common sense umpiring there from Damien Patterson. He's in good form, Paddo. Those socks, those socks don't go on him. He doesn't go out there, boys. I'm telling you right here and now. Davies couldn't get hold of the footy. Here's a chance here for Tommy Dempsey. He's done a bit of work in the ruck today. Now it spits out the back here. Marshall, he's got one high, I reckon. Patterson says play on. Hurried kick there from the big mop-headed wonder there. Ball to ground. Here's the chance here for the Saints. Can they spin their way out of the trouble here? But the tackle's a good one. He's wrapped him up and he's pinged him. I don't know if he had much chance there, but that was boovy, Gus, but I'm not going to go on for it because I've enjoyed the umpiring today.
Watch Thurgoona pull the trigger on the open side of the ground.
Yeah, they certainly will. His Quinn doesn't quite sit for him, but applies a bit of hip and shoulder. Just says, hey, Fletcher Seymour, get the hell out of my way. Brings the ball in the middle of the ground to Fordham in the centre circle. Bob Jackson likes playing cover drives with the ball. He's right now. Ball comes back into a bit of space. Marty Norman, and he's turned it over. So here's Bokic. The Saints superstar kicks him inside, forward 50. Good kick. Spills out the back. They need some crummers here, the Saints. Clark's lurking, but the Bulldogs have numbers everywhere. Over the top to Howard. Howard goes back to Gibbons. Clever little handball. And the Bulldogs bring it out towards the broadcast side. Sonny Hines, he marks across half back, and the Bulldogs going to settle the play down.
So Gecko Hines has it at half back. Kicks the middle here. Guess who's got it? The Eskimo. Queenie got a push.
You can't have two Quinn the Eskimos, Big Mac.
Who was the other one I named?
Ned Quinn from Chilton.
Ned. I thought it was. Sorry, Quinny. Well, Quinny, he's playing like Scott Pendlebury at the moment. He's had that much of the footy. Lincoln Hardy, Gathers. Look at him on the outside run here. Kicks a beauty. Now, they're going to come in board here. Gibbons again. He's had a lot of the footy himself. Flying high. Miller over the back. Harvey Wallbanger. Here is Barney. Got onto a high one there, I reckon. Here he goes. Look at him. Go, Barney, go. I reckon you're gone, Barney. Play on's the call. This is good umpiring. Let it go. Let it go. Now he blows the whistle. This is outstanding stuff.
Harvey Wallbanger.
Yeah, his name's Barney Wallgate.
Yeah, Barney Wallgate. Harvey Wallbanger. It's the name of a cocktail, isn't it, Bob?
Certainly is, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Gee whiz, I don't know if Barney's going to be flattered or insulted with that as the ball comes out to Lincoln Hardy. How's the non-preferred
wow.
into space to Timmy Madden? In fact, no, it's not. It's not Tim Madden. It's in the hands of Toddy Miller.
Stop getting the ball blokes mixed up, you blokes. It's not that hard.
It is. None of them have a red hat on, Bob. So here's Toddy Miller looking for his fifth at the cricket net's end for the Bulldogs. And has he got it through? Goal umpire says, yep, through the big sticks. So 5 goals to Toddy Miller. But let's rewind the clock, Bobby J. How's the non-preferred from big Lincoln Hardy?
I don't want to state the obvious, but he's going to have O&M clubs and higher looking at him. He's been nothing short of super impressive today. Just the way he moves. You know, once the ball hits the deck, he turns into a hard-running midfielder, and his skills are as good as anybody's out there today. He's eye-catching.
I think as long as DMAC is coaching, Thurgoona is there. I believe he dates DMAC's daughter.
Ah, right.
Yep.
You know, I think
it'd be a bold move to leave.
Toe talks, isn't it?
It'd be a crazy move. Otherwise, he might find him no wheels in the car, that sort of thing, Gus.
Out of the wheel.
Connor Clark pumps it inside, forward 50. Oh, it was a bold attempt at it there by Riley Archer. He couldn't quite gather it. Now running off, was it Huey Hampton? Check out his moustache next time you get a chance, Bobby. It is one of the great moustaches in the game. It's an absolute beauty. Pumped in for half forward by Ben Kemp. Comes to ground, overrunning it there. Saints had a bit of half a sniff at it. It's rebounding. Here's a go. Hurried kick. It might have been Maddock. And Maddock's hurried kick on goal. I think he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. He has. And it'll be Clements. Oh, Clarence Clements. What was that instrument he played? Gussie? Played blues man. The clarinet.
Robert, you're asking a 27-year-old who played blues and jazz. I reckon.
Yeah, righto. Fair enough.
To pick your crowd a little bit better there. Corby Robertson in the middle of the ground for the Dogs. Oh, great tackle. It's got to be a free kick. Oh, the Saints have been robbed there. and they might get one now. So the footy gods look after them.
Yep.
It's a free kick for a high, and it's going to go the way of the Saints in the centre of the ground. To Wodonga. Chip the ball nicely. They find the intended target in Fleming. This is Jake. Wants to play on now and kick the ball to centre half, forward, out the back. Numbers are everywhere for the Saints here. Shot on goal, and it's a big snap from Dempsey. And it's at the top of the goal square, in dispute. Dempsey's going to have another crack. Snap from Dempsey. It's across the face. Gee, he looks lively, this fella. He's hit the big goal in the opening turn, but couldn't quite kick another one there, Gecko.
Yeah, Thurgoona just want to continue to play on, and they've got the ability to maintain the football and execute. So Wodonga Saints, there's a lot of mark, turn around, go back behind the mark and kick. It's a really big difference between the two right now, which contradicts what I said earlier. They were trying to play a similar brand of footy.
Howard boys combining beautifully there, and they stay involved. Ball comes to Balfour and centre wing. He provided the nice little shepherd in the end, and the chance to run onto here. The ball was Will Satchell, drives it into half forward from behind there to the fist there. I think they got away with it on this occasion. Did the Saints. Kick goes short, finds Boovy. Boovy goes laterally across. Well, the kick's on a bad one, did it? Yep, just blow the whistle. He does. Play onto call now. Zach Fleming, good kick. Just needs to hold the mark. Oh, it's hit Huey Hampton fair in the head. The Mo might have softened the blow. Now, there's a one-on-one contest here, and umpire Patterson. Oh, he's going to ping him.
He dragged it in.
Did he?
Yep.
Good spot, Bob. And the Saints have got it. They're going to launch here. Gussie Kemp it is. Kemp's kick finds Davies.
Nice throw. Yes.
Rowan Davies.
I like this, boy.
He could play a bit back in a decade or so ago.
I'm going to back him in from here, Bob. He looks to be a player that just will, he'll take his full 30, I think, will Rowan Davies.
Where was Rowan Davies from?
He played a bit at Howlong, I reckon, and a bit of a noted goal kicker. And he's got a few of his mates on the sideline there giving him a little bit of lip. And if he kicks this, I reckon he'll turn around and say, have a bit of that. Well, that's not a great spin. And he quickly runs away from that pocket. He might have snuck her in for a point, did he, Gus? He did. Yeah. How are the Ovens of Murray going, Gussie, when you get a chance to go around the ground?
I turned off. They're getting their pants stacked. So
there you go.
A big shout out to the Wodonga Saints. G'day, guys, here on TDFL Live. They've given us a brand new box to broadcast from, and we'll give a couple of their sponsors a shout out. The Birrelli Tavern, AC Chiropractic, and of course, Hungry Jacks here in Wodonga. So thanks to the Wodonga Saints for looking after us this afternoon on TDFL Live.
Superb.
As the Bulldogs bring the ball back into play, flying across the pack was Fenton. And there's a free kick for unrealistic attempt. I reckon it's a...
Robbo.
Yeah, it might have been Robertson. So free kick coming back here for the Saints. And Harry Witt is going to be the recipient. 2 kicks from home. So he's going to set sail into the pocket. They need a flyer here. There's all Bulldogs everywhere. Fenton mops up the crumbs. Thurgoona, exit D50. Nice looking ball. Finds its way to McAllister on the left, chipping over the top. And here comes Hines on centre wing. The overlapping handball's on. Lincoln Hardy, the big ruckman. They don't take too many bounces, and he smartly kicks the ball inside 50, looking to find a teammate. Miller was there. So too was Tim Madden, but the Saints have numbers back of the contest. They're going to bring the ball long down the line, high up and under. Good play there. Coming through the side of the pack was Seymour. Spills now for Thurgoona, and the ball goes up towards half forward from Osman. Madden flew high. Out the back, and the Saints survive a scare, and they're going to kick long down the line, Big Mac.
He's done well down back there, Miles Harding. Oh, he's done some really good things, getting the ball to ground. So, this quarter here, it's 4 goals to nothing, but we're going almost 25 minutes. Much improved, I reckon, Gecko.
It has. But what I would say is what I noticed in the first quarter, a lot of deep forward entries from Thurgoona and a lot of marks in that sort of 25-metre arc.
Yep.
A weakness, you'd say, of Thurgoona is some...
Oh, this will be 50. That's a very aggressive throwback from Hardy to Connor Clark. Sorry, Gecken, he will get 50.
No, I guess what I was saying was that just a couple of the older blokes like Toddy Miller and Tim Madden, they're not as agile as they used to be. So when you're trying to deliver the footy to those guys 40 metres out and ball hits the ground, their recovery isn't as great. So I think if Thurgoona can go back to those long, deep forward entries, that's where they're really dangerous.
Robbie's already marked this in his book, I've just noticed.
I have Connor Clark will kick goal number 14. He was a recipient of 50-metre penalty, and as he comes in, he bangs straight over the goal umpire's hat there, Gussie. So they get their first goal for the quarter. Well-deserved too. 3-6-24 they are. Just the 4 goals this quarter to the Thurgoona, who are 83. So 83 to 24. And we've gone on the Chapo Donks time clock, Gussie, 25.5 minutes. But yeah, bit undisciplined from Hardy there. Bob, it was an aggressive throwback, wasn't it?
Yeah, uncalled for. You know, you're 10 goals plus in front. You've got the game in your corner, I suppose, and to do something like that, it's just a little bit of a brain fade.
He's gone back in the ruck, but Jarvis won the hit out there. Getting the ball down. It looks like Davies has gone on ball. He just throw his body around a little bit. Head over the football. Bokic, he has a crack. Geez, tenacious, this guy for the Saints. Rowan Davies breaks through with a bit of brute strength. He's been held on to there by Robertson. He's going to have another go, Davies, and get the Saints inside forward 50. Top of the goal square. Plemming lurks. Head over the football.
Oh, play on.
Play on's the call, Big Mac. I thought you were going to give the whistle there. Boothie wants the football in a bit of space. Puts his head over the ball now for the Saints, but the Bulldogs have numbers. Tracking this one is Marty Norman. Dangerously switches across the face of goal, but it works out okay to Osman.
Might be why I got the arse.
Maybe, Big Mac.
Yeah. Gibbons in the middle here, got all the space in the
Hey,
ball.
look at Gibbons. Will the ball get to him? McAllister, a lovely chipping little kick to Hardy. Hardy's still got Gibbons in the middle. They can't spot him. Gibbo's frustrated. McAllister runs back onto it. Left foot kick. Just misses the target of Toddy Miller. Toddy would have marked it. He would have gone back and shoot at goal number 6. Gus, what have you got?
Around the grounds, thanks to Thurgoona Country Club. The Ovens and Murray, 3-4-22. The Bendigo League, 9-8-62.
Wow.
Tim Musterhoff having a shot on goal here at present.
Well, we'll get back to you for how that result goes, Gus, but that's a big margin. Just 5 or 6 goal margin at the moment.
The Roosters put it wide.
Rooster puts it wide. That's an interesting boundary throw in. Well done there. And you can hear the siren echoing across Les Cheesley Oval. It is half-time, Gussie, 13-5, 83 Thurgoona. They lead the Wodonga Saints 3-6-24. It was a 4-goal to 1 quarter. The Saints were very determined that quarter.
They're clawing their way back into the contest. To the naked eye, it's a pretty good game of footy. They've just got to start turning it into some scoreboard conversion. We'll take a break here on TDFL Live. Thanks to McRae Motors and the Commercial Club in Albury here on 1494 2AY. And our live stream, thanks to JBI Electrical. It's TDFL Live, where you won't miss a thing.
Commercial Club Albury.
We're clear.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, you're right, mate. Who's it for? For Bill Tilley? Yeah.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Avita Motorhomes and Caravans, the longest-serving motorhome manufacturer in Australia, are celebrating 60 years since our humble beginnings. And to celebrate, we're introducing new 60th anniversary models with an exclusive 60-month warranty, roadside assistance and cap price servicing package. Drop in to an Avita dealer or visit avitarv.com.au and experience the RV lifestyle today.
Your battery's not going to have a pie at the footy. Catch a thriller at the flicks. Or entertain you at a fancy restaurant. But it will get you to where you want to go. Marshall Batteries. Holla! For a local.
At Ready Group Equipment Sales, we have it all. Stockists of Wacanoice and machinery such as excavators, skid steers and dump trucks, plus JLG scissor lifts and booms. We also have digger and norm engineering attachments to suit any machine, as well as ECH ground engaging tools and cutting edges. On top of that, quality tracks, spare parts and wear parts for all brands. See the range up close at Ready Group Equipment Sales' new showroom, 191 Melbourne Road, Wodonga. Visit rgequipmentsales.com.au.
Finer embroidery is in the fabric of our community. Any logo on anything so your business can proudly present themselves well. Embroidery that adds that personal touch that doesn't break the bank. Join the Finer embroidery community today. Proudly supporting the TDFL.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
Chanty, 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 Chanty. Chanty, that's the name to remember. Chanty Holdings are the pros for all the muckiest jobs. For cleaning and servicing septic tanks, treatment plants and grease traps, winery and trade waste, even cleaning car and truck washers. They've been doing it for over 50 years, from Albury to Beechworth, Corryong to Corowa, Wodonga to Yarrawonga, Wangaratta to Henty, and everywhere in between. When it comes to liquid waste, call Chanty.
Chanty, Chanty, Chanty.
Call 1-800-CHANTY.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Luke Bokic and Tommy Dempsey for the Wodonga Saints. But before we dive into the game, Gecko, for Bill Tilley, halftime show, around the ground scores, mate. You got a few there for me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we've got Midder playing Barney. At the moment at half-time, you got Midder 3 goals, 3-21. Barney 9 goals, 3-57. Kiwa Sandy Creek 8 goals, 11. Bit of poor kicking, 8 goals, 11, 59. Not Dedarang, Mount Beauty, not too far off. 4 goals, 1-25. So great effort by Dedarang so far. I'd say the real shock is Chilton over Yak. Chilton 7 goals, 2-44. Yak 3 goals, 5, 23, and Chilton got the jump on him early. I think it was 5 goals to nothing at quarter time.
And big news in that game, Braden O'Hara cleared to Chilton today. So yeah, that's massive news.
Yeah, Sonny Hines' uncle.
There you go.
Yeah. Talangata 10 goals, 7-67. Wagunya 5 goals, 7-37. And to round it out, we've got Rutherglen 3 goals, 7-25. Over Beechworth 2 goals, 4-16. The Tom Mitchell game.
Yeah, Tommy Mitchell there. So fairly physical encounter, we've been reliably told from our sources at Barclay Park. Bob, first half, what do you make it? It looked like being a percentage booster at quarter time, but Saints showed a bit that quarter.
Yeah, just going through my notes there. Yeah, Thurgoona look really, really classy at times, and Wodonga Saints are working really, really hard to get results. So that's basically, in a nutshell, how I saw it. Thurgoona looked like they're moving the ball really, really well from their back half through their forward 50. And in return, Saints are really, really working hard to stay in the game, really, really working hard from contest to contest, but not having that flow that the Thurgoona side are getting when they get the footy. But, I think that, to Saints' credit, that back last 10 minutes before half-time, I really felt as though they were probably the better side on the ground with the way they were attacking the footy and getting the ball inside 50. If we did have the Premier Data stats on hand, I'm sure that inside 50s would have matched the Gooners in that back 10 minutes of that first half. But
they only gave up 1 goal in the last 14 minutes of that quarter.
Well, there you go, and kicked one themselves, didn't they?
Yep.
So they'd be happy with their defensive act. And there's a couple of times there when you boys were calling it, I had a look into the back 50, and Saints were getting numbers behind the footy to help out defensively. So, they've made a few adjustments in regards to the defensive game, and it sort of stemmed the flow to a certain degree, whereas it looked like the Gunner were just going to kick away with it, and they're pretty much having their own way inside that forward 50 with Toddy Miller and Timmy Madden basically doing it as they want. But they've really sort of lifted through the middle. Connor Clark, leading from the front, and also young Bokic. He looks a classy player through the middle. He really does. And whenever the ball goes inside that forward 50, Dempsey looks dangerous every time he gets near it.
Gecko, your thoughts?
So I think Thurgoona kicked 9 goals in that first quarter, 4 in the second. I think the big one, I don't think it was so much that Saints changed anything to make Thurgoona force shallow forward entries on them. But I did see a change in what Thurgoona were doing there. And again, I don't think it plays into the strengths of Todd Miller and Tim Madden, that they'll want the ball to be sent down deep and marks, aerial contests within that sort of 25-metre arc. And every time there was a slight poor kick go forward, 40, 50 metres out, I'd say Todd and Tim, understandably, probably just didn't have the pace and agility to be able to win the footy back. So I'm with Bobby. I loved seeing the Saints scrap and fight and try and turn it into a bit of a dirty game from a contest perspective in the latter part of that second quarter there. But Thurgoona definitely a class above at the moment.
So it's five shots to goal to 5 shots to goal to 6.
Yeah.
So they're thereabouts with the inside 40. They just need to be a bit more productive on the scoreboard.
Bobby, I thought one of the turning points in the game, it was heading to be really one-way traffic, but it was a run-down tackle Jake Fleming did here in the middle of the ground, not too far from you. And was that a case of someone standing up and saying, hey, come on, boys, we're in for this?
Yeah, I think the messaging that we got from Monty at quarter time was I just need a little bit more effort defensively and stopping the flow and getting a bit more pressure on the ball. And those run-down tackles sort of say, well, hang on, I'm out of position, I better chase. And to get that tackle, that sort of says, all right, I'm defensively trying to switch on here. So, yeah, I reckon Mark and Monty be pretty happy with their defensive efforts in that second quarter.
And the Wodonga Saints, of course, down back. I thought Miles Harding come into the game a bit more. He was able to sort of get the ball to the ground a bit, playing a little bit there on Timmy Madden. Connor Clark, we spoke a lot about him before the game. He came off in the first quarter, got his ankle strapped, but he, like Jake Fleming and Zach Fleming, they did little things that really counted, Geck, and it just, I reckon it keeps the side invested in no matter what the scoreboard is.
Yeah, it does, and you want to see your captain. So I think it's Connor's first year here this year, coming from how long? And you want to see your captain leading by example. And I loved he started deep forward. He recognised that there wasn't much footy coming into their forward line early. Pulled himself up high to the middle part of the ground, and then I think even in that second quarter he was at a couple of centre bounces. So he's obviously the type of guy that says, I've got a leadership role, put me where all the hard work's happening, and let me see if I can impact it. And he definitely did. Him and Luke Bokic led from the front, I think, for mine. I thought they did a really good job. And credit to Wodonga Saints back six. They've been under the pump, and Miles Harding, who you've mentioned, has certainly led from the front there.
It's a halftime show for Bill Tilley, the local member for Benambra, and the score at halftime, it's 83-24. Thurgoona lead. They did kick 9 goals to 2 in the first quarter, just 4 goals to 1 that quarter. Other games around the ground, Barney currently leading mid around about halftime, 57-21. Kiwar 59-25 over improved Dedarang Mount Beauty. Chilton 44. Braden O'Hara playing against Yakandan to 3-5-23. Talangata keeping alive that chance to play in the elimination final. Boys, 67-37 over Wodonga. And Rutherglen and Beechworth, we've had a few bit of info filtering through. It's a tough old battle there at Barclay Park. It's 25-17, Rutherglen leading Beechworth. And, of course, the Brownlow medalist, Tommy Mitchell's in town. And when Gussie McLeod comes back in the second half to call all the action here, he just might have a little bit of update what's happening there. But Oh, the one that stands out for me, there's Deaderang Mount Beauty Gecko.
Yeah, that's great to see. Albeit you can see that Kiwa have kicked poorly with 11 points in the first half. But no, great to see them competing against one of the top two sides of the Toolenga League, because they haven't had many games like that over the last few years.
And of course, the other score that we've been keeping an eye on, but the Ovens and Murray. At the moment, Bobby Jackson's going to give us an update on that. Bobby, they were in a bit of bother early. Yeah, they certainly were. A little bit of a fight back by the O&M boys, which is great to see. It's 9-8-62, the Bendigo Footy League, to 4-6-30 for the Ovens and Murray boys. So they've clawed their way back. 10 shots at goal. So the opportunities are coming. So they just need to keep clawing their way back into the game.
Robbie and Bob, you boys get to see a lot of Ovens and Murray football, and we've talked a little bit about Connor Clark, and deservedly so. I know he attracted a little bit of Ovens and Murray attention at the end of last season, and a noted goal kicker. Where, if he got the opportunity or chose to go into town, where would you see him playing from a position perspective?
I feel as though he'd be a high forward. He's got a big running capacity. He works his way up the ground and through the middle of the ground. So I'd see him playing probably that high forward. One thing I've noticed here is it's a lot of different styles. You've got your stay-at-home forwards, particularly the Tim Madden and Toddy Miller type. But he play that high forward role where it's almost as if it's another midfielder. So he seems like he's got a massive tank to play that role.
Probably need to have a massive pre-season or two. All right, well, guys, that's about it for the halftime wrap. Thanks to our man Bill Tilley, the local member for Benambra. Great to see him putting energy and support behind local sport. That's what we love. So, all right, when we come back, it'll be all the second half action. Gus McLeod might even come back. I know he's been down there eyeing off the canteen. And, there's a bit of chaos down there. All right, let's hit the halftime break here at Martin Park. It's 83-24. It's Thurgoona leading the Wodonga Saints.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Avita Motorhomes and Caravans, the longest-serving motorhome manufacturer in Australia, are celebrating 60 years since our humble beginnings. And to celebrate, we're introducing new 60th anniversary models with an exclusive 60-month warranty, roadside assistance and cap price servicing package. Drop in to an Avita dealer or visit avitarv.com.au and experience the RV lifestyle today.
Your battery's not going to have a pie at the footy. Catch a thriller at the flicks. Or entertain you at a fancy restaurant. But it will get you to where you want to go. Marshall Batteries. Holla! For a local.
At Ready Group Equipment Sales, we have it all. Stockists of Wacanoisan machinery such as excavators, skid steers and dump trucks, plus JLG scissor lifts and booms. We also have digger and Norm Engineering attachments to suit any machine, as well as ECH ground engaging tools and cutting edges. On top of that, quality tracks, spare parts and wear parts for all brands. See the range up close at Ready Group Equipment Sales' new showroom, 191 Melbourne Road, Wodonga. Visit rgequipmentsales.com.au.
Finer embroidery is in the fabric of our community. Any logo on anything so your business can proudly present themselves well. Embroidery that adds that personal touch that doesn't break the bank. Join the Finer embroidery community today. Proudly supporting the TDFL.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Duns Twin City Cranes.
Chanty, 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 Chanty. Chanty, that's the name to remember. Chanty Holdings are the pros for all the muckiest jobs. For cleaning and servicing septic tanks, treatment plants and grease traps, winery and trade waste, even cleaning car and truck washers. They've been doing it for over 50 years. From Albury to Beechworth, Corryong to Corowa, Wodonga to Yarrawonga, Wangaratta to Henty, and everywhere in between. When it comes to liquid waste, call Chanty.
Chanty, Chanty, Chanty.
Call 1-800-CHANTY.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Welcome back to Les Cheesley Oval, or as it's known in the summer, Bob Jackson Park, where the Wodonga Saints 3-6-24 to Thurgoona 13-5-83. Bobby J, I'll tell you what, Thurgoona are keen. They're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I was just wandering past their little huddle there. I think they must have a jokester amongst them. They must tell a joke at the break, and they all sort of turned around and laughed and a big smile on their face. So that's a good way to go about it. It's been a pretty good game of footy to sort of both sides have cracked in and played in good spirits so far. So it's it's been a good day. Good day.
Hey Bob, Jeff Quinn from Thurgoona, has he gone to the bench after having 20 odd touches in the first half?
Yeah. Well, that's the first time someone's actually stood next to him there. By the assistant coach is standing next to him. So I'll have to ask if he's feeling okay.
And Bob, we're just telling you the story about the commentators down at the interleague game today. Father Jackson calling all that.
Yes, he's the Fresh FM #1 broadcaster. He's Father Jackson, so he's calling the interleague game, where the Ovens and Murray trail by 32 points at half-time. Here we go, the third term, thanks to Albury Wodonga MG on TDFL Live.
Well, Father Jackson might have to get some divine intervention for the Ovens and Murray. They're 32 down. Oh, friendly fire. Bob, keep an eye on that. Gibbons went down in the middle of the ground. I think it was a teammate who collected him. Ball gets pumped into half forward. Running onto here is Kemp for Thurgoona. He's tackled. That's a good tackle. Guess who? Guess who? The tackling machine. Plemming. Jake Plemming. Gee, he's pulled off more tackles than... who's a good rugby league player that you like, Bobby?
Mario Fennick.
Mario Fennick. He's back in the 80s.
War headgear.
Mario Fennick.
Headgear.
Now he's got it in his hands again here. Plemming. Under pressure here. Oh, he's swiveled around nicely. Runs, drives the ball long. Good one-handed attempt there by Miller. And here comes our man. He's got rid of it. That's Barney Walgate. Miller again recovers, squares the ball. Kemp overran it, tapped down by Madden. Back to Kemp, handball over top, was looking for a teammate, couldn't get it. They're under pressure here, but they're holding up okay, the Saints, as they pump it towards half-back, Gussie.
It's a foot race now, and tracking the ball is Verban, as it spills out of bounds for a boundary throw-in after 1.5 minutes here on TDFL Live, thanks to Jabbo Donks.
Boys, you've had a chance to look at Ewan Hampton's moustache yet?
Yeah, it's one of the more impressive ones from Ewan. Hey, around the grounds, thanks to Wodonga MG, Chilton kicked the first 2 goals and lead 56-25 over Yakandanda. A big upset brewing down there at Chilton this afternoon. I was going to get a boundary throw in to bring the ball back into play.
You preempted something a couple of weeks ago in the All-Rounders, Angus.
Well, I've somehow kept my job, Robert, so it's about time I got one right. Nice tackle applied there on Porky Plemming, and it was applied by Robertson. And the umpires, who have been superb today, will throw the ball up into attack. Well, Gibbons took it out of the ruck. That's a ruck infringement, and it'll be a free kick to Jarvis now, because Gibbons wasn't the nominated ruckman. So Gibbons will get it, and he'll want to bring the ball down the broadcast side on the Martin Park John Flower Oval side. Big Mac?
What can you tell us about Craig Jarvis, Gecko?
He's very old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jarvo.
Okay, well...
He's a nice guy, Jarvo. Been around for a long time. He's been a great clubman for Wodonga Saints for a long, long time.
Yeah, putting his hand up here and he going up in the ruck again. And, geez, country footy is stuffed without people like that. Bockick, did he have it? Good call by umpire Patterson. Will Fordham. The Fordham boys were prominent early and just gone out of it a little bit, I reckon, Geck.
Yeah, they have.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit overrun by probably some of the stars in the side now, I'd say.
Now he's good tackle again. Is it Boovy got tackled? No, it was Zach Fleming. They did eventually get it out somehow. This time umpire Patterson says, sorry boys, I'll have it. And Gus, we were talking in the break, how good's this umpiring been today?
Yeah, I said it about 90 seconds ago, Big Mac.
Yeah,
I gave him a rap.
Yeah, that's great.
Looking after the men in green today, they've been superb. Bit of friendly fire. Not the first time today we've seen that, as Hardy throws it on the boot inside 50, going back courageously was Gibbons.
He's nearly been BOG today, you know.
Yeah, plays on, centering ball. It's a dangerous looking ball, but it was a half volley, and the Saints arrive in numbers, and both Fleming boys apply big crunching tackles, and will ball the footy up 15 metres out from Thurgoona goal. Up goes the Sherrin. Link Hardy won the tap. Working hard is Madden on the left boot. Saved on the line. Good defensive play there by Big Barney Walgate. Or as Robbie called him, a cocktail.
Harvey Wallbanger.
Harvey Wallbanger as Big Barney Walgate brings the ball long down the line. Coming to get there quickly was Clark. Has another crack at ground level. G, he's flying the flag for the Saints today. Bob Jackson's boundary side for Wodonga MG.
Yeah, he's certainly cracking in now. He's working hard back offensively as well. So he's very, very good at two-way running. He's going to get in the play here in a sec.
Look at Jarvis. Oh, he tracks the footy. He tackled Hardy. Slipped the handball there. Was Will Satchel. Now it works its way back to Matt Howard. Matt Howard's kick. It's okay. Finds Fenton. Fair in the guts of the ground. Fenton handballed over the top. Good pressure here by the Saints. Back here to Satchel. Satchel pops it over the top to Kemp. Kemp runs outside the centre square. Nice little left foot kick. And he finds Gibbons in the forward pocket. 45 out, but a tight angle, Geck.
You mentioned the pressure from the Saints. That's their one wood, isn't it? That's when they look good. And I think if you'd ask Armo, he'd agree. They don't have a lot of skillful players or superstars. So, you know, they've got to really focus on that and pride themselves on putting pressure on the opposition. And at times, it's fallen away today.
So Gibbons, I thought he might have looked to give this one off. He's had more leads than an FBI agent, but he's come up nothing. He's going to have a shot himself. Here he comes. He runs his full measure. Eventually, he drives it long. Does it look okay? It is not. Sometimes these local umpires can go to be careful of them.
Well, they like the sense of suspense, don't they, Robbie?
And they held it there, and that, well, a typical FBI suspense thriller, wasn't it? 1 point to the Bulldogs, 84-24. That's a 60-point margin, Gus. 10 goals neat. 5.5 minutes gone on the Jappo Donks time clock for McRae Motors.
Nice maths from you, Robbie. Where'd you go to school? Holbrook Tech?
Aquinas College.
Sorry, my apologies. Aquinas College.
Or St. Pat's Holbrook. That's where I got my early grounding. And I'll tell you where my maths was learnt, Gus. Being fanatical about football and cricket scores as a young buck. Your mental arithmetic is very strong.
Very good.
That's about where it ended.
Another boundary throwing to come back into play. I think Luke Bockridge is a bit annoyed by that because he got the ball straight from Craig Jarvis. Back in the ruck. Hardy taps it over his back shoulder, trying to find Kemp. Kemp dispossessed of the football. Umpire said no, free kick and play on. Taken high was Verban. Umpires put the whistle away. And now he's paid holding the ball.
Paddo.
So Paddo's paid a holding the ball. I reckon the Saints are a little bit stiff there. It's going to be a free kick to Riley Kemp. 70 from home for the Dogs. It's a booming left foot kick. He arcs around, centres the ball, and it's a shocker. It's an absolute Barry Crocker. And the mark has been taken by Porky Fleming in the back pocket, Bobby J.
Yeah, Kemp's just got a little technical flaw there with his kicking at the moment. He's just struggling to get good purchase on it. So he's got something to work out during the week, and I'm going to get touchy yet. Oh, no, I'm not.
Bob, Father Jackson, what have you identified that flaw in his kicking? What would you do to rectify that midweek?
I just straighten.
Get to reconciliation?
Yeah, just straighten up his run a little bit and try and kick a little bit straighter.
Okay. That's Father Jackson, boundary side. Oh, look at this. Through traffic. Look at Lee Cardi go. But he's been knocked over. I hope he hasn't been injured here.
Yeah,
it was Porky Fleming applied the tackle. The kick came in quickly from Sonny Hines. And a good mark taken by my boy, Miles Harding.
I think Link might have got one in the...
oh, the nuts.
Well, yeah.
Well, sorry, guys.
I was thinking of saying something a little bit more delicate, but...
How do you treat that, Gus?
Well, hopefully you start off by getting some ice on it, would be what I would think.
No.
Is that what you
put
do?
ice on them?
Bobby, what would you do?
Well, get off the ground for
I'd
starters.
count them for starters.
Yeah.
Look at the trainer coming back. He's laughing like a cat coming out of the dairy. He thinks it's a great joke. Old mate cop one of the Jets crackers.
Link Hardy, well, he might struggle at the Thurgoona Country Club tonight.
My first reaction is to have a look, Bob. Just have a bit of a look down there.
Mate, they're all there.
Wearing them as earrings.
Wodonga MG, third term here on TDFL Live, where you can enjoy $6,000 cash back on the MG HS Essence. 1.5 Super Hybrid for $46,990. Drive away as the ball goes inside forward 50 for the Saints. Head over the balls. Clark breaks away from a tackle, stands up, kicks on goal. He's got a teammate in the square in Davies. Open goal. It's the play of the day from the Wodonga Saints. Brilliant bit of footy, and how does Rowan Davies get that much space, Bobby J?
Oh, his opponent met the ball when the ball was in dispute there. Young Fenton, I think it might have been.
Correct.
Young Corey Fenton. But yeah, they're up and about. The Saints, they've thrown everything at Thurgoona here defensively, and then they've got the rewards with the ball moving forward. So they're playing a good brand of footy this quarter.
Well, they've kicked the last 2 goals of the game, and it has now been 16 minutes since Thurgoona have kicked a goal. So take that stat with your Father Bob. Gibbons in the middle. Underground handball was clever. Now it works its way out the back. And eventually they find a bit of room. Kick by Osman to half forward. Kemp trying to paddle it, trying to grab it. Now he does. He's under pressure. Harvey Wallbanger missed him. Kemp's kick's got to be good. He just overcooked it a bit. Hardy's recovered from the one down midriff. And he's up and about. Osman, look away handball. Went to no one. Wallbanger was there, couldn't decipher it, and umpire Patterson is going to let it go a bit. He said, no, keep going. Now I'll have it. And it'll be a ball up, not too far away from Bob Jackson.
Boys,
60 out from goal.
I've just had a text message from Jed, our son, who's at Barkley Park having a look.
Yes.
Tom Mitchell is being a flog, trying to fight everyone.
Right, well, the score is 32 apiece, 4-8. 32 apiece in that one.
Well,
21 minutes gone, the third term.
If he's looking for a blue, he's found the right mob to have a crack back. The Beechworth boys will accompany him.
I would like to heavily eliminate myself from the thoughts of Rod McKinlay. That was all Big Mac. I don't want nothing to do with it. Here's Dempsey running through the centre of the Les Cheesley Oval. Kicks to a 2-on-1, but the 2's going to struggle to the 1. The Saints win the contest. They get the ball to half forward, but it's turned over. Big clearing kick from Ben Clements to a 2-on-2. Spills out the back. Jarvis, well, he just got run around by Howard. Howard gets a nice little block. Kicks into the forward pocket. Trying to find a teammate. Picked up nicely there by Toddy Miller. One of the 2 key ball forwards. And the ball goes across the face, a goal, and out of bounds for a boundary throw in, Bobby J.
Did you say key bald forwards instead
Yes,
of
I did.
key tall forwards?
No, I said bald.
Yeah.
No, that's what I
Please,
meant,
mate.
because they both have no hair.
Mate, the gang's getting bigger. We'll come after you.
Don't worry, I'm quickly about to join them. Boundary throw in, 30 metres out from goal.
I'm in that gang, Bobby.
Gus, could I have an update for Bill Tilley around the grounds? Ovens and Murray interleague game, please, shortly.
Yeah, 10 minutes gone, 63-30 with the Bendigo League in front. And Rutherglen have just kicked a goal in the game against Beechworth, and it's come by Charlie Beatty. They lead by 6 points.
Nice young Charlie Beatty.
I just got papped, boys.
You got what?
Papped.
Papped.
Paparazzi. There's a...
Oh. Yeah? Mate.
That'll sell to the Border Mail for big bucks.
Shock me. You're here at your home ground, mate. You're going to have a statue, mate, erected. And why wouldn't you? They might be sizing him up. Left foot snap. Oh, intercepted. Tap the ball to the ground. Who's there? Harvey Wallbanger. He doesn't rush it through. I'll take the game on, he says. And away goes Barney. Belts it to the back flank. Kicks it towards Clark. Connor Clark recovers well. Can he slide it out the back? No, he can't. Clements held him up. How about the work from big Barney Walgate?
Geez, they've been resilient, haven't they? They've been really good defensively this quarter. They'd be... that might have been a key indicator from at half-time, that could be, because it's really noticeable here.
11 minutes gone, almost 12 here, thanks to Japo Dogs.
Geez, they've been tenacious.
They've had a crack. This Wodonga Saints out, but they're making big inroads in the Duns Twin City Cranes TDFL, thanks to JBI Electrical. as the ball spills out the back. Lee Marshall tracking it towards the boundary line for the Saints. Picked up and then tackled straight away. The umpire is going to call for a stoppage. 60, 70 metres out from Bulldogs' goal.
It is in their DNA, boys, to make a game a scrappy one. And you do always know when you've played Saints. Very rarely is it an absolute blowout. They'll have lapses of concentration and goals get piled on, but they'll come back and tackle and pressure and harass.
Dempsey gave away the free kick there. As Thurgoona slingshot the ball via Clements to centre half forward. Good hands out in front. The mark has been taken, and here come the Bulldogs kicking inside forward 50. The kick was from Kemp to the top of the goal square. Spills out the back. Trying to get it now is Toddy Miller from the dangerous pocket. Toddy Miller snaps and kicks it. A Bill Tilley goal today. He's got 6. And how was that for a finish, Bobby J?
Yeah, pretty impressive, wasn't it? It was a race between him and Quinney, who still hasn't got an opponent. But Todd Miller, classy player for a long period of time, and knew exactly where he was on the field. And that kick at goal now is becoming more and more prevalent in our game, isn't it? And it's becoming more and more easier for the players to get that through the middle. So. The Thurgoona footy side looks like they might have just snapped into gear here and starting to, I think you'll find that the second half of this quarter they'll start to overrun here.
It was their first goal for 20 minutes in the game, lads, so that's credit there to the Saints. Here's Gibbons. He's been a workhorse in the middle of the ground, and we'll have a secondary ball up. I got one for you, Bob.
Yes, mate.
I was driving out over the Bafanga Bridge on Thursday. I'll just work my way through this. As Gibbons again is tackled.
That is the 13 minutes mark, mate, so just keep an eye on the clock.
Free kick. And it came to me. I was driving before I approached the Bafanga Bridge. I'm looking at those pylons, all of them. As Hardy drives the ball long into half forward on the lead. One hand of the temp by Kemp. Madden overrun it. Kick off the ground by Robinson. Will go out of bounds. I was looking at a question. Whenever you go out that way around Bell Bridge and over the Bafanga Bridge, I always think, wonder what the percentage of the weir is, because it's a little bit low. Why don't we put markers, paint markers on the pylons? We might have 20%, 40, 60, 80, all the way up to 100. What do you reckon, Keck?
Yeah, I like that idea.
I like the idea, like Bobby does. I'm just.
Oh, don't tell me he's kicked this.
Yes.
He's kicked it for a goal, and it hasn't been a lot of excitement, Bob. I was too busy wandering around the weir.
I think it was Clarence.
Clarence Clements.
I think so.
No, I like the idea of percentage markers. I'm just not sure how we got onto the topic.
I don't know. I've kept going, but it just came to me, Gussie, thinking.
I was really wondering where the hell you were going with that, Robert.
But Jem, I think that would be very well received.
I think it would be too. It's always a locally. It's a common question.
It's like your conversation started about the weather. What percentage is the weir at?
Exactly. And the old lady, I was with Kiranari, a great sponsor of 2AY, and I had a client in the car, and she remembers when it was down to 3% in 1990.
Do you remember who kicked that last goal, Robert?
I'm looking across half forward here, and no, I'm not sure, Gus, I'll be honest. Who did kick it?
I was listening to the weird story.
You thought it was Clarence Clements, did you, Bob?
I think so.
Righto, we'll give it to Clements.
Well, it's 15 majors to the Thurgoona Bulldogs.
I'll find out.
For Wodonga MG as Gibbons chisels the ball out wide and he finds a target. Playing on now is Corby Robertson, kicking to half forward for the Bulldogs. Spills out the back to Riley Kemp. The booming left foot kick. He's dispossessed and the Saints regain possession across half back. Long down the line, they turn the ball over. Link Hardy intercepts here for Thurgoona on centre wing. 96 plays 30 here for Wodonga MG and Hardy, which is going to bring the ball back to half back to Satchel.
The question then came, who would orchestrate that and who do you go to talk about getting it done?
Probably Bill Tilley. Member for Benambra.
Great call.
Might be an option inside 50. Oh, good hands from Miller. Brought it front and centre. Here's a go now for Gibbons. With a bit of poise, sets the ball up in towards the pocket. Robertson's tracking it tight up on the boundary line. Great run-down tackle. Play of the day there from Barney Walgate. He has been a real lock in defence there, Gecko.
Robbie, I can confirm the Hume we're currently sitting at about 21.65% capacity. The current volume is 650,000 megalitres. At full capacity is 3 million megalitres.
Make of that what you will. Long down the line go the Wodonga Saints.
Thanks,
and it's going to come back inside 50 via Norman. Norman from 50. He might set South at home himself. touched on the line. It's a finger tipper. Well done by the Wodonga Saints. They stand up there, and I reckon it might have been Marshall getting a little finger tip there, Bob.
And what you do, when it's at 80%, you get in your boat and you do your painting. Then when it drops, you do your 60. But I think it's I would love to see it. Anyway, I'll leave you with it. Barney Woolgate kicks it long. It's going to have to be touched here. Oh, nearly a lasso. Big Link Hardy takes out of bounds, boundary throw in. Bob, any final thoughts on that?
It's a throw in, mate. That's what my thoughts are. And in regards to the Hugh Weir, you lost me a little while ago.
Yeah, righto. Fair enough. Here we go. Here's
Enjoyed
Hardy
our
again.
viewers too.
He does it all. He does it all. What about the kick from Lincoln Hardy? He's absolutely pinpointed Toddy Miller.
Yeah,
it was well weighted, wasn't it?
What about Link Hardy? He has rucked the entire day, has not had a spell.
He has too.
So big Craig, they're trying to run big Craig Jarvis, and I'm not sure who number 37 is, big number 37, but they're running those two boys off him. He is an exceptional athlete, and he's not a massive ruckman neither. He'd be 6'1". His ability to jump at that centre bounce and then recover, he's like another on-baller for Thurgoona. He's an exceptional player at this level.
So Toddy Miller misses his chance to kick goal number 7. He has 6 goals, 2 for the afternoon. It's 98-30 here at the Cheesley Oval.
Certainly is, Big Mac. After 19 minutes on the Wodonga's time clock as the Saints go long down the line. And it's been turned over here. They're going to get the ball inside 450. Nice ball from McAllister. Miller's the target. Got it on the half volley. Handballs backwards. Nice tackle. Well done, Porky Fleming and Boothie. And Big Booth applies a nice strong tackle. Wins himself a free kick for holding the ball. But the switch is dangerous, but it works out okay. They've drawn 2 defenders in here for Thurgoona, so the Saints can slingshot the ball down the line and find a contest. They go long down the line now. Seymour's the target right in front of you, Bobby J.
Yeah, that was a great contest by both players. He really had a crack there, the Saints player in young Fletcher. Fletcher Seymour, so he's a good build too, so he's having a crack.
Clever. Osman. Tap over the back of the pack. Hardy might have been held without it. Play on was a call. Gibbons finds a way to get Boot on ball, and it trickles out over the boundary line. Gussie for Bill Tilley, local member, the score at the Ovens to Murray.
And there's some more around the grounds. North Melbourne have beaten the Gold Coast 111 to 105.
Wow.
A 7-goal final turn to 3 for the North Melbourne
I think you'll
boys.
find they were 6 goals down at one stage, North Melbourne, in that game today, Gussie.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, at least 20 at the half-time wrap, wasn't it, Gecko? It was. Here we go, inside forward 50. Was he being held? Miller, no. Out of bounds it goes. 30 around from the Thurgoona Golds. They lead 98-30. And this is third quarter action for Albury Wodonga MG. Gussie, what do you got, mate?
Yakananda mounting a comeback, 57-50 on the eve of three-quarter time, up against Chilton.
Here we go, Hardy took it out of the ruck. Left foot snap. He just drove it straight between the goal post and the point post for a minor score, 15-9-99. Thurgoona lead the Wodonga Saints 4-6-30.
And I'm going to call curtains on the Ovens and Murray. 20 minutes gone into the third term, 70 plays 42. Bendigo have just kicked 2 goals in a row.
70-42.
Curtains, all over Red Rover.
So the game was under 18 points, was back to 16 at one stage.
I believe so, Robbie.
Okay.
Been keeping a close eye on this one.
I won't write him off just yet, Angus.
Barney Walgate at fullback for the Wodonga Saints, long down the line. Good contest, a good mark has been taken out in front by Connor Clark for the Wodonga Saints. Called to play on, right in front of our broadcast position. Oh, the kick wasn't great, but it could work out okay. In dispute. Head over the ball is Dempsey. At the back of the contest, well done there by Clements. Got it on to Gibbons. Handball just over the top of Boothie's hands as Howard slices through the corridor, and he links up now with Marty Norman. Switches the ball out wide. Oh, courageous mark. Well done, Lee Marshall from the Wodonga Saints. Wants to slingshot the ball quickly now and finds a teammate in Harding, who plays on quickly and pumps it far as he can. In fact, it was Riley Archer. Got it to half forward. Ball's in dispute now. Head over the football was Boothie. Made a good contest for the Saints. Tracking it towards the boundary line is Clements. Brings the ball back in board for Thurgoona, but it's going to be turned over. Here's Porky.
Big Porky. Midfield. Drives it inside forward 50. Clark's there. Can't quite drag it in. Thurgoona got the numbers at the full of ball. He might be incorrect disposal. Guess who tackled him? Bob Jackson.
Yeah, he's been good, hasn't he, the captain? He's been really, really good there. He's been everywhere. He's contesting the ball really hard. He had a contested mark over here in front of us, and now he's worked really hard into that forward 50 provider target.
Uncharacteristic turnovers by foot by Thurgoona as they try to transition from defence to forward. It's just given Saints an opportunity here. You just hope they capitalise on these shots in front of goal. And Connor, he's probably missed a couple he'd normally kick, I would imagine.
So Connor Clark to kick his second goal of the day, to be his 15th for the season. Saints leading goal kicker. Very deliberate approach. Kick looks okay. It looks real good. And it's straight through the guts. All clear given. Clark gets his second. Saints get their fifth. 5-6-36. They trail 15-9-99.
Bit of contact on that kick, wasn't it? Yeah, there's been a couple of times where he just hasn't got the best purchase he's looked for, but he's really had his head over the footy, and that was a nice kick on goal. He's been a really shining light in this quarter. He's provided contest after contest and attack on the footy.
He's got a bit of an unconventional kicking style, doesn't he, Bob?
Yeah, he certainly has. But once he slows it down and gets good contact, that's as good result as you can get.
Doesn't matter what they look like, Geck, as long as they sail through the big sticks. That's all that Mark Arman and Scotty Montgomery will care about. And he's been a shining light for the Saints today, Connor Clark. He's really flown the flag for the Wodonga Saints. As the ball gets out wide here for Thurgoona, trying to keep it alive is Jeff Quinn, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Gecko, what are some of the positives you can take from this Wodonga Saints outfit so far today? They've really had a crack.
Yeah, the periods of the game where they've had a crack to simplify it, to tackle, pressure, chase, harass, that's been really good, and they've forced error for Thurgoona, but the lapse in concentration has let them down.
Cody Howard's penetrating kick outside of the boot was a little bit ambitious from Miller. He ended up setting it up 20 out from goal. And Thurgoona cannot run under it and snap that one up. Robinson was there. He was ready to swoop. Balfour was hanging around. They're all having a bit of a bite at it. And it's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
And some of the names that they're missing today, they've signed Ryan Bonham during the week from Wodonga Raiders. He isn't playing today. Brody Avard, obviously, Marsh and Hawkins. They would have had an influence on the game today. So it's disappointing from Mark Arman's perspective.
Harding was good from defence. Kicked it. Kemp might have been paid the mark. There might have been a fingertip in there by Luke Bockick. And it's going to be either a ball up or a boundary throw-in. Now, umpire Damien Patterson, who's been very good today, he decides he'll fling the ball in the air. The unknown ruckman won the tap. He's got a mop of hair on him, Bob. You'd be jealous of that.
No.
He'd lend you a thread or two.
Come on, mate. You're better than that. Seriously.
Around the grounds for Albury Wodonga MG. Another goal to Bendigo League, 77-43. So we've got a free kick here, Bob. One of your favourites, the ruck raffle.
The old ruck raffle. No one knew what was going on there.
So I think it's going to be Blair Osmond with the free kick, Bob. Is that the way it's going here for Thurgoona?
The left footer. No,
he might have the distance here,
Bob.
Bob.
He might have the distance. He doesn't want to ping at him.
So Blair Osmond, he's already got one today. He's going to start this one 10 metres off the boundary line and kick it all 50 metres. Left foot kick, made good connection. Top of the goal square. Oh, good mark. Flying across the front was Timmy Madden. And he'll go back and have a shot from point-blank range. Mark this one down, Gecko. That was a good clunk from Big Timmy.
Yeah, every time they've had it, and I know that was a shot on goal, but every time a ball has dropped in Thurgoona's goal square or on the goal line, it's either been a mark or been brought to ground for one of their crummers. So I just don't think they've done that enough in Q2 and Q3.
Yeah, they could have killed a couple of contests throughout the day, and that's another piece of evidence there. I think I just heard Monty off to the right saying we've got to get them through. We've got to get them through.
Now, Bobby, I can take all the guesswork out of it. I can confirm number 37 is Mikhail Skripniku.
Give us that one again, Robbie.
Mikhail Skripniku.
Very good.
That's it. So
what's his background, Robbie?
Yeah, where would that name originate from?
Yeah, Robbie.
Yeah, he was there. He's got an interesting background, boys, and I'll get to that shortly. It's an unusual one, one that you don't normally associate with Les Cheesley Oval. There he is, Skripniku, beautifully done, on cue, Skripniku! Kicks it deep inside forward 50, and Fenton takes a good mark at half back. It's a great story, Bob, and I'll get it to you at some stage.
Thurgoona. Oh, dangerous turnover. Snap on goal. It's going to dribble across the face, but there's numbers back. Howard, lost his footing. If the Saints can regather here, they're a chance, but Howard stands up. Gee, these boys can play, Cody and Matt. And Cody just sends the ball into the middle of the ground, a high up and under. Big fist comes, spills at the back. Kemp's there for the Saints, gets it inside 50 once again, but Fenton takes a good mark, and he wants to play on pretty quickly, does Corey Fenton. Kicks to a one-on-one. Up to the contest was Ben Kemp for the Saints. On the edge of the centre square, nice tackle applied. Umpire says give it here, we'll ball it up. They're refusing to roll over the Saints. They continue to win every one-on-one battle. And it's a free kick here to the Wodonga Saints. And it is that man Kemp. So he goes out wide and he misses the intended target. It sits up okay now for Jake Fleming, who comes back inboard. Nice bit of play from the Saints, so they get the ball to half forward. Into the hands now of Dempsey, who's too far to score, so he centres the ball nicely, looking for Bokic, bit over his head, spills out the back. Bokic might have another go, so too does Boothie. Good tackle from Luke Boothie. Umpire could have paid a freak there for holding the ball. Thurgoona breathe a sigh of relief. Now the Dogs are out and they're going to run through the corridor.
There, Marty Norman had one bounce. Great effort there by the tackle, Tommy Dempsey, and it's created the turnover because Barney Walgate read it beautifully. Gee, Barney's got a good boot on him, punches it long. Diving attempted mark there was Witt. Witt couldn't get it. Now there's a handball. Here's a go for Thurgoona, driving into half forward. Was there a push in the back? Yes, there was, Gussie.
Geez.
There was. The hands were there, Father Bob. I'm sorry.
Father Bob, I'm not
sorry,
sure,
Bob.
sure about that.
Sorry. Here's Toddy Miller. He goes long, open goal square. Robertson!
No mark.
I reckon they'll pay that. I reckon they'll pay it. He says no.
Good umpiring. Oh, no.
He will pay it.
No mark.
Now, the siren,
gee whiz.
it doesn't matter. It's when the umpire puts his hand in the air that the quarter finishes. The siren was sounding as the mark was taken. He would not have had time to put his hand in the air. So that is the official call on that. Very good officiating, in my humble opinion.
You are the relegated umpire in the box, Robbie.
Robinson to shove it up McLeod. Comes in now and he hits the... No, he's kicked it. He's kicked it. They're a bit stiff there, the Saints. Don't let that worry him, though. It was a tenacious quarter from them. I reckon they got that right, boys, under the letter of the law.
It was a brave call by the man with the dirty socks, wasn't it? It was a real brave call.
It was indeed. Gussie McLeod, three-quarter time score check. You look as confused as I am. 17-9-111, Lord Nelson, to 5-6-36. Thurgoona are leading.
We'll take a break on TDFL Live, bringing the final term on the other side of the break. Thanks to the Commercial Club and McRae Motors. You won't miss a thing.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
Avita Motorhomes and Caravans, the longest-serving motorhome manufacturer in Australia, are celebrating 60 years since our humble beginnings. And to celebrate, we're introducing new 60th anniversary models with an exclusive 60-month warranty, roadside assistance and cap price servicing package. Drop in to an Avita dealer or visit avitarv.com.au and experience the RV lifestyle today.
Your battery's not going to have a pie at the footy. Catch a thriller at the flicks. Or entertain you at a fancy restaurant. But it will get you to where you want to go. Marshall Batteries. Holla! For a local.
At Ready Group Equipment Sales, we have it all. Stockists of Wacanoice machinery such as excavators, skid steers and dump trucks, plus JLG scissor lifts and booms. We also have digger and norm engineering attachments to suit any machine, as well as ECH ground engaging tools and cutting edges. On top of that, quality tracks, spare parts and wear parts for all brands. See the range up close at Ready Group Equipment Sales' new showroom, 191 Melbourne Road, Wodonga. Visit rgequipmentsales.com.au.
Finer embroidery is in the fabric of our community. Any logo on anything so your business can proudly present themselves well. Embroidery that adds that personal touch that doesn't break the bank. Join the Finer embroidery community today. Proudly supporting the TDFL.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
Chanty, 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 Chanty. Chanty, that's the name to remember. Chanty Holdings are the pros for all the muckiest jobs. For cleaning and servicing septic tanks, treatment plants and grease traps, winery and trade waste, even cleaning car and truck washers. They've been doing it for over 50 years, from Albury to Beechworth, Corryong to Corowa, Wodonga to Yarrawonga, Wangaratta to Henty, and everywhere in between. When it comes to liquid waste, call Chanty.
Chanty, Chanty, Chanty.
Call 1-800-CHANTY.
The possibilities are endless with Peter Bowen Homes because we build it for you. Open the door to your new home with Peter Bowen Homes.
On 1494 2AY.
Yeah, welcome back to Les Cheesley Oval here in Martin Park in Wodonga. 5-6-36, the Wodonga Saints and the Thurgoona Bulldogs 17-9-111. We'll go boundary side. Bob Jackson, the coaches are still addressing the troops.
Yeah, these are the longest breaks in the world, the TDFL, aren't they? The first quarter break was a substantial one, and I'm just sort of overhearing Mark Armand. He's very animated to his group, and I think he's really enjoying what they've produced in the last quarter and a half of footy, where they've really shut down the Thurgoona run and shut them down to a certain degree. So I'll just wait till Drew Cameron comes out of the huddle.
I'll give you some around the grounds whilst we're doing so, Bobby J. So Chilton versus Yakandanda, the margin was pretty close at three-quarter time, 6 points, but Chilton have hit the first 3 goals. They lead 70-51. So a big upset brewing there in that game of footy. Rutherglen versus Beechworth. The Cats lead 7-9-51 to Beechworth 6-8-44. Talanga are in front by 77 over Waganya. Kiwa taking care of Dedarang Mount Beauty, and Mitta trail Barnawatha by about 10 goals. And I'll just get an Ovens and Murray update for you very quickly as we go boundary side to Bob Jackson with Drew Cameron.
Yeah, I've got assistant coach here, Drew Cameron. They've thrown a fair bit at you the last quarter and a half. What's been the messaging from DMAC?
Yeah, I think we're probably just going away from what we're doing in the ball movement piece in the first half that worked really well. So I think that's a big message for the last quarter, is to finish it off.
They're getting a lot of Saints are getting a lot of numbers behind the footy at the moment. Is that affecting your entry, your cleaner entries, which we had a lot of good entries in that first quarter and a half?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw a lot of stoppage there where they had more numbers around the ball than we did. So probably just a little bit of outworking, and comes from a little bit of complacency with where the game was at. So I would say we're going to sharpen up in that area.
Right, mate. Thanks, mate. Best luck for the rest of the game.
Very good stuff there from Bob Jackson. And Ovens and Murray interleague score. Bendigo have kicked the first goal in the final term. They lead 12-11 83 to the Ovens and Murray. Just pegged one back, 7-7-49.
Well, they're 34 points.
Correct.
Yeah, they're in trouble, I reckon, Geck. The black and gold.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. They got jumped early and they've battled their way back into it. But hey, guys, Guy Telford. So I think we at round 7 or round 6 of the
round 8.
Round 8, sorry, of the Tallangatta League. So he's sitting on another 5 today, and I would imagine he'd kick another couple more in the last quarter. So that has him at 50. Just under the halfway mark.
With 10 games to go.
10 games to go.
Now,
and he's in line to win the
Guy Telford medal.
The Guy Telford medal.
It's one of the great things in sport that a bloke coming out of retirement could potentially win the medal named after him. Connor Noonan pipped him of it last year.
And I just think it's great we've got a goal kicker still out there because, let's be honest, when we look at across the leading goal scorers these days in the modern game, Angus, I know it gets shared more, but we don't have that.
What about Toddy Miller, who's kicked 6 today in 21?
That's good.
For the year?
But that back in the day, Gussie, that was a nice day's work at half time. All right, enough of that, Gus. You kick this one off, Angus.
Well, I will. Thanks to our good friends at JBI Electrical. The 4th term on TDFL Live is underway, and we're back in the middle of the ground, and the Saints get the ball going their way first as Porky Fleming feeds it off to Bokic, the star for the Saints. And he gets it on the right boot, finds the intended target. Nice ball to Lee Marshall. The Saints are starting the 4th term nicely. Get the ball to half.
Oh!
Nice mark taken. Big Jarbo, the man who was alive when dinosaurs were roaming through Wodonga. Into the hands of Lockery. Kicks the Saints inside forward 50. Oh, it was a good crack there from Connor Clark. But the fist come through and was a pretty good defensive effort from Thurgoona. Out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Actually, they paid a push in the back here, Bob.
I'm just trying to work out what's going on as well. No,
boundary throw-in.
Well, you've got the binoculars, mate. You tell us.
Well, the umpires just might have signalled that with a bit of a lack of oomph, Big Mac.
Unlike your call, which you gave energy, Gus. I loved it. Here we go.
Jarvo.
Kick over the top now. They're going to go from here. If Gibbons can trap it, they are out. Righto. Here we go. First bounce. Look at the chase by Boofy. It's okay. The kick's going to be good here. It holds up all right. Robinson's been paid the mark. Young Belfort was the one who did all the early running there. He runs on. Keep running, young fella. You might get a crumb here. Oh, good mark by Miller. Will he go the banana? Oh, yes, he does. It got an awkward bounce for Harding. And Toddy Miller has number 7, if you don't mind. 7 in heaven. Father Jackson, boundary side. What do you make of that?
Yeah, he just got a fortunate bounce there, didn't he? It was the right kick, just didn't quite get the aerial journey, I suppose, but he got the favourable bounce. But the movement of the Thurgoona Footy Club there from the back half. Now, those two Howard boys, they provide so much energy from that back half and produce, the run forward. So, they might have copped a little bit of a reminder that they need to get out and be cleaner moving the ball forward.
I'll tell you what, Gecko, there's enough good signs here for the Saints, but that's a great example of that final little lack of polish where they go from a look on goal to the ball going the other way.
Exactly what I was thinking, Gussie. It's heartbreaking for them. They battle, they get that first centre clearance, turn over deep in their forward line.
They're not far away, the Saints. They are building nicely. It sits at centre half forward for or centre half back, I should say. Cody and Matt Howard link up, and here comes Matt through the middle of the ground. Well-weighted pass, finds Link Hardy. Being good today in the ruck for the Bulldogs, sticking inside 50. Bit too much on it. Miller with a bit of a toe poke, trying to find Corby Robertson. Tied up in the boundary, screws it over the corner to Madden. Gee, Corby Robertson's playing a good game of footy too, Gecko. Sets up Timmy Madden, and he can have a shot for his 4th.
Sorry, Robinson's kicked 4. Sorry, Gussie. Madden's got 2, yeah. Your man, Robbo.
They've got some options up forward. They are a dangerous side when they've got their full list together.
Madden steps up and steers through his 3rd, and the Bulldogs 19th. So they move on the JBI Electrical scoreboard to 19-9-123 to the Saints 5-6-36.
Hey, boys, what you can't deny is that with the Saints, when you're playing in or coaching a side that's struggling, is you can't deny their effort.
Yeah,
like they have not stopped all day. They just don't have the ability to execute. So they've battled hard all day with some lapses of concentration.
JBI Electrical around the grounds. Chilton have kicked 4 goals in a row, and they lead 77-51 at the 14-minute mark over Yakandanda.
Wow.
Potential upset of the year brewing, Big Mac.
Yeah, maybe that elimination final has another contender. Here he is. Cody Howard, shut up, Bob. Into Kemp. Kemp got a push. Well, umpire, you've got to call them. Play on to call. Look at Hardy weaving through traffic. Through 2, 3, 4. Hamill out the back. Look away by Matt. Got it to Cody Howard. Inside forward 50. Oh, here he is. Harvey Wallbanger's gone the barrel. You little beauty. Out the centre wing there. Running onto it nicely now out there was Jack Lockerbie. Haven't seen a lot of Jack today. Here's Dempsey. Drives it to the top of the goal square. Fisted away by Fenton. Ball's in dispute here. Howard lurks. And Howard tackles gently over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in, Gus.
Another around the grounds for McRae Motors. Tom Mitchell has just kicked a goal for the Cats, and they lead 59-45 after 19 minutes.
Did he give it to the crowd or anything like that, or what?
I think he saw the bracelets and said, I might hold fire until
Oh,
the final siren goes. The ball's in dispute in the forward pocket. Head over the football there, the Saints, but well done by Gibbons. He's been good today, Bobby J.
Yeah.
He's a contender for the JBI Electrical Player of the Day.
Yeah, I saw him. I spoke to him just before the game, and he was full of energy. I think it was his first game back after a little spell with a calf injury, so he was bouncing off the walls.
Davies took it out of the ruck, handballed it to a teammate, and the teammate got done for holding the ball. So
Big Barney Wahlberg only knows one way, doesn't he? It's just get it
and
kick
run
it.
straight,
Yeah,
fast, and kick. And he's not going with the short passes.
No, how about the barrel, hey? How good was that? Look at this, Bocking. He got no one to go to, so he got through a little bit of traffic. Back here to Boovy. Boovy, that's a good kick. Oh, it goes over the head of Jarvo. Now it's a foot race. Jarvo gets the footy.
Jarvo
he
won the
got
foot
rid
race.
of it in a hurry. Got it to Lockerbie. Lockerbie's dropped. Oh, he got it high. Giving it high. Chance here for Jack Lockerbie to have a shot on goal. Put that one down, though, to your big mate, Bobby. Big Craig Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvo's been a loyal servant for a long, long time for this footy club. He's seen, he's seen lots of seasons go by where it's been heartbreak after heartbreak. But there's a lot to like about what the Saints are trying to achieve here, and he's been through most of it. Big Jarvo.
Here's Lockerbie. Jack. Shot on goal. He's got to kick it from 45. He drills it hard, punches it low for a goal. Good on you, Jack. Oh, it's touched. Right on the line. Jack went off a bit early then. He was celebrating hard. And it was a finger tipper. And who got the finger tipper on that one, you reckon?
Same bloke that kicked the goal, and you're talking about the weird wall, I reckon. The mystery man.
Yeah, okay.
Ball's in dispute now across half back and out of bounds with Zach Gibbons.
Did we work out who kicked that goal?
Cody Howard, boys.
Cody Howard.
How do you know that, Bob?
That's true.
Oh, righto. Yeah, Wodonga blokes stick together, don't they?
Yeah. Around the grounds, Yak and Dandruff kicked it behind, 52-77 at the 17-minute mark there over Chiltern.
They'll need more than that, Angus.
They will. Gibbons got crunched by Boothie, but the ball spills out. Here come Thurgoona. Nice pass there from Kemp. Goes down the line. Miller, being a JBI Electrical Player that I contender for mine. So too is this guy. Walgate, Big Barney. He doesn't go with the short pass. He goes long and direct every single time.
That was another version of his punt kick he does.
Right.
That was the tumbler.
Even though Toddy Miller's kicked the 7 goals, this has been a good contest between those two guys all day, hasn't it?
Oh, they fist fought hard, Bob. That's what push footy's all about.
That's what it's about, Bob.
Back into play.
I was just saying he's had a good
Jarvis,
contest.
I reckon he's been superb, Bobby J. I'm backing you up. Nice bit of hip and shoulder coming through from Bocky. As the Bulldogs
Here he
kick
goes
along
again.
down the line. He's Barney. Get the hell out of his way. He's going to pole drive you into the turf. Osman heard him coming and just said, I'm out of here. He's Barney. Does what he does best. Pumps it long. And it's a turnover with the Bulldogs mop up the crumbs, and the ball's going to come out wide to Jeff Quinn. Quinn inside 50 for the Doggies, top of the goal square. Madden through his mitts. Miller mops up the crumbs, breaks away with a don't argue on the non-preferred, bouncing towards goal and across the face for a minor score.
Hey Bob, have Thurgoona had enough depth on the bench there to be able to rotate regularly across all three lines?
Yeah, they've still got a full bench by the looks of it. They've rotated heavily. Like there's always action going on down here with the Thurgoona guys. Whereas
Now, Bob.
Yes, mate.
Barney's got the kick in. What do you reckon he's going to go for? He's gone the drop punt. Not bad either. Fist from behind was good by Clements. Ends up with Gibbons. He got a knock from Robinson for a behind the stick. Gibbo. I think if he could lip read, he was disappointed. And another minor score. But yeah, so Big Barney, I'd love to see him do the barrel. Right here, right now. He's going to kick out from fullback. The crowd want it. I don't know if we're going to get it though, are we, Angus?
You can guarantee
Come
it'll be
on,
long.
come on, Barn.
As
Come
the-
on, Barn.
As the lights come on at the Les Cheesley Oval, Bokic, he flew high for the Saints, brought it front and centre, then went to get his own crumbs. Needs some teammates to support him here. Robbie's man has a crack at it. Give me his name.
Yes, Skripnik. Do you want the full name? It's Mikhail Skripnik.
As the Saints go long down the line, coming off his line is Clark. He impacted the contest, spills out the back. Doggies have numbers everywhere.
Well, you
Saints
have a go
pop
at
up the queue. Skripnik throws the ball onto the boot, but it was dispossessed. Nice tackle by Marty Norman.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, holding the ball. A free kick to your man, Robbie. No, against your man.
Marty Norman gets it on to Howard. That's Matt. Chipping kick across goal. It's not bad either. It goes to Kennedy. Now on to the left foot of McAllister. Looking for Toddy Miller. Already has 7 in the bag. Harding's been switched onto him. There's been a tactical move there. Inside handball. Fleming's in trouble. And he's going to call for a ball up.
Bobby J, this is not a good sign for Doggies.
Just the last contest in front of us, there was a big clash of bodies, and Link Hardy, it looks like he's come off second best. I reckon he's got a corky in the buttock.
Well, he's had a tough day at the office. He's had the front of his groin impacted and now the rear. Ball's in dispute in the half-forward flank here. Tracking it towards the boundary line is Osborne, and it goes out of bounds. Bob, you going to offer a massage?
He was shot in the buttocks.
Yes, he was. Now, that might be Link Hardy's day done and dusted, I would have thought.
And the old packet of Jats crackers opened up too there in a nasty incident. Take it away, Gus.
Boothie got the ball onto Fleming. They clear defensive lines, but it sits nicely for Howard. Breaks away. Handballs trying to find a teammate. Tied up in the pocket. Here's a shot on goal from Kemp. In fact, it's a kick into the pocket. And it's a mark being taken by Timmy Madden. Now, Timmy's going to have a run around opportunity for the banana here. What do you reckon, Bobby J?
Yeah, he's having a shot on goal. Yep, up he goes.
Here comes the banana from Madden. He struck the fat side of the ball. It's a high up and under. Where's Big Barney? He's at the back of the contest, just waiting for the handball to punt it long. And that's what the Saints should have done, because they've kicked it out of bounds on the full, straight into Bob's cricket nets.
And our man who hasn't an opponent all day, and guess what? There's no one on the mark.
Quinny,
you would not read about it.
Look at that too. He could run right in, Bob. Quinny, run in. Go! Quinny!
He's a measured approach.
He's going to centre it. If he tried to centre it, he'd end up miscuing it for a point. No, marked! Timmy Madden has marked. Yeah, I reckon Miller's on his own here. Miller, he might chip the ball to Miller. He said, this is my time here. So he'll run around and screw it over his left shoulder here, Bob.
He's had a dress rehearsal about 10 seconds earlier.
He did. He's a bit closer though this time, Angus. He doesn't have to finesse it as much. Here he goes. Look at that. Like picking cherries off the tree. Goal umpire's having a good look at this. That ball could be stuck in the tree. No, it gets out.
It's a point, Robert.
It's a point, Angus.
And Timmy was pretty happy. He started celebrating.
He went a bit early, Gussie. 19, 12, 126 to 5-7-37. Thurgoona leads the Saints. Ovens Murray stuff, Bob. Angus.
Yep, 17 minutes gone. Bendigo League 95. Ovens and Murray 63.
There you go, 32 points. Now at the back of the ears, that was Fleming. On to our man Zach Fleming, and now it's on to Harding. So Harding has it. We'll get a couple more of those round-the-ground scores for you shortly, Gusty. That's a well-weighted kick. Probably should have been marked there, Gecko, by Harry Witt, but it fell through the hands.
Yeah, it's a real simple chess mark. That's a big difference between the two. Just
correct.
The polish and the inability to finish by Wodonga Saints.
Chilton look like they're going to beat Yakandanda here. 77 to 53, 23 minutes gone. And we'll get a Beechworth Rutherglen score for you shortly. The ball goes inside 50, a whistle.
Hold.
And it's going to go the way of Fleming.
Isn't that a turnaround from what we've seen a few weeks ago?
Enormous.
V Chilton. But, you know, the inclusion of Braden, Ashton Brooks.
Steve Owens come into the side.
Yeah, it's a big inclusion. Yep.
So, might have been just a blemish
50.
there. We've got a 50-metre free kick, Bobby J.
Yep. The man on the mark moved before he was called to play on, so there's a 50-metre penalty. That's that stand the mark rule.
And I think the siren sounded. Rutherglen will beat Beechworth. And after all that confusion, Dempsey's going to go back and have a shot.
He's got a good leg on him, old Demo.
Well, clearly not, because he's
All right.
handballed onto a teammate, and Porky from downtown to the top of the goal square spills out the back, and it's a minor score.
He's also very unselfish, Gus.
Bobby, does Link Hardy look like he's done for the day,
No,
mate?
he's walking up and down the boundary line here as if he's keen to get back on. So
He'd be sore. I'd imagine he'll have well, put it this way, if I went to Link's place for dinner and there's peas on the table, I'm
You'd be passing?
not touching those bag of peas based on where they're probably going to be sitting.
yes, correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I know where you're going with that, mate. Yeah.
Maybe Father Bob's diagnosis, mate, it might have been cramp. We've all fallen for that one before, Bob.
Yeah, there was a day at Wangaratta where Will Christie done both his Achilles tendons in one game.
Yeah, and
And then come back on in the third term.
kicked 5. Lazarus. There you go. There, have a look at that. That's Mikhail Skripniku there involved.
He's had a big final term since you worked out who he was, Bobby.
He's worked at it, yes.
He's probably had 50 touches today.
He might get a free kick here, Skripper.
Well, there's 51 for him.
No, they're trying to nominate the... No Ruckman nominated. Was that it?
No, it's going to be a Lockerbie ball.
Lockerbie ball. Lockerbie will have it. I reckon Skripper wanted a piece of it. Lockerbie lobs it long. Fenton from behind. A good fist there too. That was Robinson who's gone down back. And it'll be a boundary throw. And it's just things are just starting to fade a bit here, Gus. The lights are on. There's a couple home.
Boys, I know this result will end up in excess of 100 points, but you go wind back the clock to quarter time, it looked like it was going to be a real mess.
Yeah.
So a credit to Wodonga Saints.
Yeah, it was at quarter time score. Gecko was 57-14.
Fenton at
yeah.
centre half back for the Dogs. Wants to come through the corridor. It sits nicely here, and the ball's with Fordham. On the right boot, kicking up to half forward. Howard with courage.
Gee whiz.
Gee, that had Wodonga Hospital written all over it. As the ball comes out the back and the Saints survive a scare. Bit of work to do here is Porky Fleming. Out the back. Sits nicely for Madden. Breaks around one. Winds back the clock. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Nice looking ball and even better hands. Out in front. The mark's been taken.
Will Fordham, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right here, Big Mac. He's going to snap across his body here. Called to play on. Fordham. Tell you what, that's a Bill Tilley goal at 8. Will Fordham kicks his second. I've got him down for Big Mac.
Yeah,
and that one
Yep.
is the 20th goal for the Bulldogs. What about the play and the vision from Tim Madden? It just shows that some of these senior heads, Gecko, still have what it takes at this level.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't beat it. Todd Miller and Tim Madden up forward. It's you know, if you take those two boys out of the side, and especially their forward half, they look really, really young. So I think their positives far outweigh the negatives there.
Full-time, Robbie?
Yeah.
Rutherglen and Beechworth?
Yeah, Tommy Mitchell's worked. He's arrived and got the points. 59-45. 14-point win to Rutherglen. So that's around the ground scores there for Bill Tilley and JBI Electrical. Now, can the Saints get a late one here? It's in the middle of ground. So
Boys, I'm just down here.
Yes.
And I've just had a look at Ewan Hampton's mustaka.
Yeah.
It's a very impressive mustaka. And it looks like young Ollie McAllister's trying to catch him. I don't know if he is. He's just, he's got a winked at me, said I'm trying to catch him. So there's a mustaka off here between the boys just trying to get back on the ground here.
Well, Riley Archer has taken a mark. He's going to go short. Kick's going to be good. Bockick will run onto it, into an open goal, and he bangs one through for the Saints. Bockick has his second. Saints have their sixth, and Gecko, it's well earned. The margin, it's gone back around about 88 points now, but that's a bit of reward for effort there.
Yeah, and Luke Bockick's been great for the Saints today. They've just had to fight for everything, but no, really good, and I think a massive credit to the Saints from quarter time with what they've got at their disposal. I think they've done a fantastic job. But, Bob, how would you describe Ewan Hampton's moustache, please, mate?
Well, yeah, it's not gangster-like. It's yeah, I don't know.
Is there a little vintage look to
yeah,
it?
there is. That's a good way to describe it. The vintage, around, when Farlap was running, when Robbie was a young fella, all those blokes sort of had
thick.
thick
Bit of Ron Jeremy.
Wow.
No, not Ron Jeremy like. No, it was a bit more gentlemanly like and a bit of mystique about it.
Take down the old bloke.
Here's Gibbons. Well, you've taken down Bob a fair few times.
Yeah.
That one's only return serve. Inside 50, spills out the back, whistle. Free kick. It's going to go the way of the Saints, I think, and it's getting pretty dark here down at Bob Jackson Park in Wodonga.
They play night cricket here too.
Oh,
Howard flew up across the contest there. That was Cody for the Bulldogs at ground level. Here's Cody Howard running inside 50. It started out left and it stayed there out of bounds on the full.
You'd put your house on Cody from there, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Those two boys can really play, can't they?
Yeah.
Where was their junior footy from? Do you
I think
guys know?
they're Kareem boys.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, mate. Yeah, there
Cody-
is a family out that way.
Cody won a Best and Fairest at Corowa, then went with Peter German to the Waffle and come back and wanted to play with his brother at Thurgoona. So they're two stars of the Bulldogs.
Just on Corrine too, Gussie, you were looking for his scores. A massive upset.
Yeah, they've beaten Osborne by 30 points
They've
today in the Hume League.
beaten Osborne by 5 goals.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's interesting stuff happening all around the leagues. There he goes. Big Skripnik in the ruck. Got his hand on it. Bobby, how would you say it?
Old mate.
Old mate, Scripper.
Mate, you know, English is not my first language. I wouldn't have a clue.
But Monty told me before the game, he said, just call him Mikey. His full name's Mikhail Skripnik. Monty reckons go with Mikey. So, the key card.
Mikey it is.
The key
Mikey,
card.
Robbie, Likey.
It does roll off the tongue a little bit, though.
I love it. I think it's great. And I think it's good for your development, Gus and Geck and Bobby, if you can have a crack at it. You're laughing at the old bloke fumbling his way through it, but, you know. Gus, you take it away.
Thank you, Robert. As the ball has been in the hands of Jake Fleming, who plays on now for the Saints. Kicks the half forward. Here's an opportunity for Bockick for back-to-back goals for the Saints. Yes, he steers it through. Bill Tilley goal today from Luke Bockick. And I tell you what, the Saints have found a bit of form here in the final term, Gecko.
Yeah, no, they have. The scoreboard's just flicked over to the graphics here. I was just trying to work out how many goals since quarter time Saints have kicked as opposed to.
I'll get that to
so
you.
5 to 11.
11 goals to 5.
Yeah, so geez, they've done well to peg the ledger back a little bit, haven't they? But it's just all on the back of effort, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, effort and energy doesn't take any talent, so that's you can always sort of bank on your team and your players to bring effort and energy week in, week out. You know, whether it's training or all game day.
Well, here we go. Bockick again. Look at this. He's putting on a clinic here as Luke Bockick. A bit of a tumbler inside forward 50. Fenton read the ball beautifully, but got a terrible bounce, and it's landed in the hands of Rowan Davies, and he runs in and kicks the easiest goal he'll ever get, and Davies has got 2 now. Back-to-back goals, again set up by the brilliance of Luke Bockick. Well, I reckon they're getting a little bit of reward for effort here, Gecko.
Yeah, they are. I think Link Hardy's probably battling in the ruck a little bit.
Get him off now, don't you, Gecko?
Yeah, I'd get him off now. But yeah, and a couple of centre clearances, 2 or 3 centre clearances, and Luke Bockick, when he gets a little bit of space and his opponent's off him, he looks a class above. He looks really good when he's carrying the footy in open space. You wonder if he consider testing himself at that higher level again. But he's a quality player out here.
Looks fit too, doesn't he? He looks like he likes to keep himself in nick.
Heard he lapped Scotty Montgomery in the 2K time trial.
I believe that.
Back in the middle of the ground, here's Howard. Handball just quite missed the target. Spills out towards the back of the contest on the defensive 50 here for the Saints. Head over the football was Ben Kemp. Umpires put the whistle away and he says, let them play. Harding, high up and under the middle of the ground. Running back courageously. Nice work from the Bulldogs. On to Gibbons as they go inside 50. Todd Miller on the lead. Got it. Todd Miller clunked that one. He's showing no signs of slowing up, is the veteran. And I reckon if he goes back and slots, this will be goal number 8. And Bobby J, if he kicks 8, will he win the JBI Electrical Player of the Day?
Yeah, he'd go very, very close, wouldn't he?
It's a very straight kick.
He's got to be.
So here's Todd. This to seal the deal. Right foot kick, looks online, distance isn't a trouble either. Toddy Miller says, how you like them apples, boys? Through the big sticks, 8 majors for Todd and 21 for the Dogs.
Just on the flip side of how hard Wodonga Saints have fought all day, I can't help but think, we take the piss out of Robbie in his elimination final setup, but if it comes down to percentage at the end of the year, there's a couple of goals that Thurgoona have chopped up because of being lazy on the defensive side of things. Just hopefully they won't come back and bite them on the bum.
That's exactly where I've been coming from over the last 4 or 5 weeks on this one, Bob, and I'm glad you've read the room beautifully there.
Around the grounds, Chiltern have defeated Yakandanda by 23 points in a big upset.
Wow, Jarvo won the tap and won the clearance. How about that from the veteran? The dinosaur, as Gus called him. Here's Bockick. Go, Luke, go! Get through the tackle. Oh, no, he can't. That is a very good tackle applied to him by the Thurgoona man, Marty Norman, because Bockick was playing the game for the crowd. Why wouldn't you? Now, here we go. The Howard boys are off. Cody Howard has one bounce. Cody Howard doesn't have the second. Drives it long. Where's Miller? Ball hits the deck. They've got numbers, the Saints. Plemming boys combined beautifully. Out the back it goes to Barney Walgate. And he hits a drop punt pass beautifully, Gus. And he finds Lee Marshall.
Marshall, long down the line, out the back of the contest. Tracking this one is Gibbons. He's been a superstar today for the Bulldogs. We heard he was coming in sore as well. Here's the Mustaka man, Huey Hampton, on the right boot. Comes in board with poise. Finds the intended target. Umpire says play on to the Dogs. Kick long down the centre square line. Sliding in was Sonny Hines.
Clever.
Not his best effort.
I thought it was clever.
Would have gone the half volley if I was him. Will Fordham. Long down the line towards the scoreboard. Todd Miller went through his hands. Coming through his big Barnaby. Just handballs it forward. The Saints line with a high up and under long down the line. Sits nicely for Clark. Then he got dispossessed. Ball's in dispute. Nice pick up there. Oh, had his own pocket pick to the Wodonga Saints. They weren't quite on the same page there. As the ball comes back in board to Big Boothie. In the corridor, he kicks up to half forward. Ball spills out the back of the contest. Looking hard is Davies. Lurking. The Bulldogs win this contest. Ball's in dispute. In fact, that might be holding the ball.
Yeah, good call, Gussie.
It is, and Fenton is the unlucky Bulldog, and it's going to be a shot on goal here, I think, from Tommy Dempsey.
Yep.
So Dempsey is going to have a shot here from all of, I'm going to say, 45 metres.
Last time he had a shot, Angus, I said he's got a good boot on him, and he handballed off to a mate. But
he did.
Come on, Tommy. Back. Give me some validity.
So Dempsey.
Credibility.
He's going to kick this one from 40 metres to the hospital end. Right foot kick. Makes good contact. Flies across the face of goal. Has umpire paid a mark?
No, held without the ball, Gus.
Free kick to the Saints.
And it's Connor Clark.
And it is Connor Clark. So, not sure if I saw all of that there, but nonetheless, Clark will snap across the body and he'll steer it through. So Connor Clark, 6-3, and the Saints have got 9, Gecko.
Hey, we've talked a lot about Link Hardy today, and he's been great and a really good player for Thurgoona for a couple of years now. But, geez, it's a real they're susceptible. So if Link goes down at any point throughout the year for any period of time, they really don't have any other ruck options. So they've had to run him through there the whole game, and the big fella's cooked.
Yeah.
So you worry for them at the pointy end of the season when they're playing some really serious sides. But, geez, he's a warhorse.
I suppose you Adam Elias has run around the 2s today. I don't know whether Adam's, whether his intentions is he wants to still play a bit of first grade footy, but geez, boys, we're going to finish that. It's 4:45 almost here, and the lights are certainly prominent at the moment. Here's Gibbons. He's slipped over on the edge of the cricket pitch. Here goes Cody Howard. Chips it over the top here. Here he is, young Sonny Hines. Floats a handball to his little mate Balfour. Young Balfour couldn't quite pick it up. Great tackle there by Bockick. Desperation. You can hear the call of pressure from Scott Montgomery down boundary side.
Robbie, do you think the 15-minute quarter-time breaks have had an impact on the
they have extended, haven't they? They've gone overtime. Bobby, you start thinking about, that might have to be thrown in again. Bobby, you better start thinking about your player of the day for Bill Tilley and JBI Electrical. Any clues?
Yeah, mate.
No, that's no clues?
Yeah, I've got plenty of clues.
Yeah,
He wears 21, he's kicked 7 or 8.
Around the grounds, Bendigo League have beat the Ovens and Murray by 20.
Yeah, right. There you go. That'll be a sick feeling in the guts as they drive back up the highway.
I reckon they're having a sleepover, Robbie. They'll hit the circuit tonight.
Yeah, might as well.
What would be the sentiment there, Gussie? Would the boys be really disappointed with that result, or is that a fair result based on the team the Ovens and Murray have taken into that?
Full credit to those that put their hand up to play, but I think the guys that got picked to be disappointed, but nonetheless, from my perspective, I don't think we took the best team to play the game. That's my 2 bobs worth, but nonetheless, everyone that put on the jumper would have done a good job. As the ball goes out wide here, Big Mac searching one for Harding. Handball was dispossessed. Ball comes back in board. Miller's lurking. He wants 9. But the Saints win out there, and they go long down the line. Big Barney, high up and under to a contest. Spills out the back, tracking this one, having a crack is Dempsey. He's had a good game today. Ball goes back into the hands of the Thurgoona players, and they kick down the line. Sits nicely for Will Fordham. Handball's over the top. Inside 50 go the Doggies, but the kick was a bit of a mongrel punt. Oh, have a look at Todd Miller. Breaks around onto the right boot, winding back the clock, and he probably should have had a shot because the number preferred wasn't much chop. Out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 29 minutes gone on the Japo Donks time clock. 138 playing 62 thanks to JBI Electrical.
Hey, guys, doesn't Thurgoona have a lot of those running players that have the ability to break the lines?
Yeah.
Cody Howard, Fordham, Kemp, Robertson, McAllister, Ewan Hampton, really similar type of player, and it's a real point of difference for those guys when they come up against other sides. It's they've been outstanding today.
It's a Sandy Creek style of footy, isn't it? Oh, look at Big Jarvo. He's picked up the crumbs. He tried to kick it. He ran out of energy. Ducking and weaving through traffic was McAllister. Drives it long off the left foot into the pocket. It'll bounce out of bounds there in front of the desperate attempt there by Jack Fordham. As we go, almost cross 30 minutes on the time clock, Gussie. 29 and 45 gone. It'll be a boundary throw in. Wodonga Saints have been brave, but they trail 138 to 62.
Boundary umpire's almost in the centre square by the time he threw that one. Back into play. Here's a shot on goal. Oh, straight in the midst of Miller. Snaps it, it's the post, and it was Timmy Madden. So Madden's kicked the minor score. Thurgoona 21-13, 139 of the Saints, 9-8, 62.
Geez, they took that kicking quick, Gus. It ends up with out there on centre wing was Lockerbie. As it's very dark, that far side of the ground. Lincoln Hardy's back out on the ground there, so that's good news for Bulldog supporters. Working their way through traffic here. Kemp was good. Hurried kick. No one at home, though, and it's going to be marked by Howard. Off half-back. Kicks the centre of the ground. Pinpoint. Hines took a good grab under a bit of pressure. The kick's terrific. He put it out in front of his teammate, which is Jack Fordham. Fordham, what's his kick like? It's to Robertson. Robertson wants to go and turn. He couldn't get a good pressure by Kemp. Robinson got a handball. Now they got it out the back here. He's been good today, Marty Norman. Handball on now to Clements. Clements goes short. Gee, that's a good kick. And he finds the other Fordham, which is Will Fordham. He goes on the left foot. Mark was dropped by Sonny Hines. Good pressure from Harvey Wallbanger. He was good. Knocked off the footy. There's a bit like young Hines might be injured in the background there. Boofy just kicks it, tumbles it. Is it out of bounds on the full? It is. Yeah. 31 minutes have ticked over here at Les Cheesley Oval. We might not stop here, Gus. Here goes Matty Howard. He's on a run.
Running through the centre of the ground, kicking inside forward 50. Miller's got 2 to beat. Todd flies, brings it front and centre. Did he get pushed in the back? Umpire said he did.
Yep.
Free kick to Toddy. And he's going to go back and have a set shot looking for his 9th. From 40 metres out, slide angle, have to do it after the siren. What do we reckon, boys? Toddy Miller, will he steal the deal from him?
Got my money on him.
Yeah, kicks 9, Gus, I reckon. It's a nice number.
What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, I know, Bob. Here comes Toddy Miller. Right foot kick to wrap up the JBI Electrical Player of the Day. Todd Miller's missed. Where's your sense of theatre, Tommy? Minor score here, 21-14, 140 with the Thurgoona Bulldogs to 9-8, 62. Full time on TDFL Live.
Yeah, what a great ripping game of footy. 30 goals kicked for the afternoon, 140 to 62. Yeah, look, they had too much class for Thurgoona Geck. It was sort of evident early by quarter time, but gee whiz, after that, it's been a 12 goal to 7 last 3 quarters. Got to give credit to Saints.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I think we all touched on it throughout the day, just that if you've got effort, you can walk away from games like this with your head held high, and you can't fault the Saints today. Those lapses in concentration periods of the game, especially that first quarter, there was some ugly parts of that first quarter, but you can't fault them. But credit to Thurgoona, a class above. We mentioned those running players earlier. They really cut the Saints up at times, and the blokes like Toddy Miller and Tim Madden, the ability to finish, has really put it to bed today.
Yeah, no, good description. Bobby Jackson, just out there. Bob's got the mic in hand. Who are you perusing there, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the guys to get their handshakes out of the way, and I might just, he's got me.
He's got him. He's got him.
The old fella. Congratulations, Toddy, player of the day, mate. Plenty of footy coming inside that forward 50 today.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It come in pretty well all day, so can't complain too much.
Yeah, about 12 shots on goal. That's not about right. Yeah, okay. But your forward three had 15 shots on goal as a with Timmy Madden and also young Robbo. That's pretty potent forward line.
Yeah, no, it's good having Timmy in the side. That was his first game today, and Corby's got a huge amount of talent, so it's exciting to have him down there with me. So yeah, no, happy about it. It's good.
The ball movement in particular, it's a Sandy Creek type of style of football, mate. You've been out there and about a few times in the September months. The signs are good for you guys to start building the second half of the season.
Yeah, there's a lot of the right stuff in today's game, like moving the ball off half back and trying to get it quick. That's what we're trying to do as much as possible. A couple of weeks against the good sides, we were a bit slow and got held up. So, but our best footy is when we do move the footy quickly and take it through the middle of the ground and get it in quick. So, yeah.
Yeah, had a really good contest with Big Barney today. He's a big bopper, and he's not one to go man on man in the goal square.
I was definitely not trying to wrestle him. I saw him at the start and bumped into him a couple of times. I'm like, keep my space all day. Not wrestling that guy. So, no, it was a good battle. Enjoyed it.
Well done, mate. Congratulations on the win and player of the day, mate.
Cheers. Thanks, mate. Enjoy.
They are Bobby Jackson with our Bill Tilley, JBI Electrical player of the day, Toddy Miller. 8 goals, 3 I had him for Gecko.
Yeah, what a day from Todd. Great to see it. Todd's been in this league for a long time, and I think at some point he might have given football away a few years ago and come back. So great story for him to come back like that. What caught my eye as he was being
I might just do a bit of a walk and talk, you boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt you. Link, had a big day in the ruck, mate. You played against a taller opposition in Craig Jones, but he's a big bopper.
He's got a bit of a stretch on him, eh? No, he was a good fight all day. Body's feeling pretty good. Copped a few niggles, but recover tomorrow and go about it.
You caught one in the backside and you caught one in the front side there today, mate. You've had a real rough old day. A bit of an ice bath might go down well tonight.
Fuck yeah, no, you just got to learn to bounce back up and deal with it, eh?
Yeah. No. Well done, mate. Good on. Well done.
There we go. That's exactly right. That's how we sort of felt at the time when he impacted in there. But yeah, just keep hanging around there, Bobby. We might get you the club song as we go in there. Just go through a couple of those goal kickers. I just said 8 goals there to Toddy Miller. I had 3 goals there to Timmy Madden. He was good. Hasn't played a lot of footy for a while. 4 goals to the young buck, Corby Robinson. 2 to Will Fordham. And then singles to Cody Howard, Jeff Quinn, Blair Osmond, and Sonny Hines. So, yeah.
They looked dangerous every time they went forward there, Robbie. If it wasn't the 2 key forwards, Todd or Tim, it was one of those lesser lights.
Here it is, club song. Thurgoona are winners.
The Doggies get the job done here on TDFL Live. They win 21-14, 140 to Wodonga Saints, 9-8-62. A good win there from Thurgoona, but some great signs for the Saints equally, Gecko.
Yeah, it's spot on. Great signs for the Saints. And I would imagine Armo would be commending his team on effort right now. And you've really got no choice as a coach. And I've been in that position with a tough side. You've got no choice but praise the effort. And we're acutely aware of some of the names that were missing pre-game from Wodonga Saints, and that was always going to have an influence on the result at the end of the day. But well done by Saints. They've got something to play with.
Yeah. I don't know, Bobby, if you've got the ears on, mate, if you do get a chance to get a grab Dan McAllister, whatever, you just cut in at whatever time you like there, mate.
Yeah, I'll try and drag him out the front here, boys. So you'll see me come out the front here, and I'll get him out here as quick as I can.
Beautiful. Of course, he's normally a coach that can sometimes rant and rave, but he took a backward seat today, and it looks like Drew Cameron was doing a bit of the heavy lifting, the assistant coach, and I suppose he'll be the sort of coach that will take a lot of learnings, a lot of lessons from today's game, and probably provide a lot more feedback during the week, I'd imagine, Gecko.
Yeah, I loved the description by Drew that he gave us on Dan McAllister. You know, we've all heard the stories about how I guess, how verbal he can be with
Yeah.
and how accountable he holds some of his players. But I haven't heard that spoken of before, how Drew described it, that the players do love him. So Dan's obviously got the confidence in the list to be able to understand that he can be really firm and hard on them, and be confident enough to know that he's going to put his arm around them during the week, and he knows that they know that he's doing it for the right reasons. So looking forward to hearing Bob grab Dan and listen to what he has to say.
Some really good individual performances from the Bulldogs today. I mean, I was really impressed with Zach Gibbons. I mean, he's a guy that just continues to give every little inch of ability that he's got to this Bulldogs outfit. I thought Colby Robertson did some great things. Toddy Miller was our JBI electrical player of the day. And then Tim Madden. This is a guy that hasn't played senior footy in 8 years. Come back in and provided a great option inside forward. Victor kicked 3 goals himself.
Yeah, and, you got Timmy Madden and Toddy Miller. Yeah, 11 goals between them. Very experienced. Probably all those boys would think closer to 40 than 30, I reckon, Gecko.
Yeah, but every side really...
You need them.
You need one or two of them.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
A real luxury to have a couple of guys like that up that end of the ground. There'll be teams they'll play that'll I guess, see that as a weakness throughout the year and may be able to take advantage of that. But a game like today, they were a real point of difference.
Yeah, I think he made a really good point after quarter time. It was might have been the halftime summary where they looked strong early when that deep entry was going in. Madden and Robinson were flying and Miller and all there. And if the ball was dropping the ground, they're under pressure there. When the ball got that shallower entry, that's probably where they can get exposed a bit. And all they need to show is just a bit of poise and calmness, the Saints. And I reckon that's one thing they did a lot better across the last 3 quarters. They looked after the ball a bit better. The biggest mistake they made in the first quarter was their skill level was down. And they found a way to improve it. I was really impressed with the fight they showed today.
Yeah, well, I think maybe they tried to replicate what Thurgoona were doing
exactly
in that first quarter.
And it didn't, head-to-head, that style didn't suit them.
No, it didn't suit them. And Bob mentioned it during the call about Saints just need to get it forward some way. So throw it on the boot, the old Barney style, and just thump it long. And it just gave those guys an opportunity when they did do that.
We are waiting to catch up with Bulldogs coach Dan McAllister, boundary side with Bob Jackson. He's just addressing his troops at the minute. Got about 10 minutes to go here on the broadcast. So we're going to do our best to catch up with D-Mac, and I think he'll take plenty of positives from today's game. Some other scores around the grounds in the Duns Twin City Cranes. TDFL action, of course. We reported earlier that Chilton had delivered a big upset to Yakandanda. That's a big result there. Barney 125 to Midda 39. Kiwa Sandy Creek too good for the Bombers by the tune of 113 points. Chilton 77 to Yakandanda 54. Tallangatta have beaten Wodonga by 82 points, and 14-point winners Rutherglen over Beechworth in the Tom Mitchell game. You kicked the winning goal, Big Mac, so I'm sure that would have given the Beechworth supporters a massive, the Rutherglen supporters a big lift.
And did we get any feedback on the size of the crowd out there, how well attended it was, or... I'd imagine it. I know Gecko, your young bloke and a few of the mates went out to have a look.
He was more interested in the fights as opposed to the crowd number. So I haven't had any feedback there. Sorry, Robbie.
What was going on? And of course, Gussie mentioned earlier, big upset in the Hume League too, or a bit of a surprise. CDHPU 66, Osborne 35. Gindra 42 points over Colcan. Ramwell Bundry Waller Giants, aren't they going well? Top of the table in first and second grade.
Are they? I wouldn't know. There's no coverage of the league.
60-point winners. 60-point winners over how long? The Brookers got their first win for the year. 6 goals to Cody Hewitt in a 26-point win over the Crows. And Brock Burham, 69, fought off the Magpies 53, and a big win to the Swampies over Lockhart by over 100 points.
So boys, we're almost at the halfway mark of the TDFL league. Who are the couple of standouts here?
Well, I think with the loss today to Yakandana, that'll put a real rev up them, and I think there'll be a few eyes looking to guys like Dylan Nowak who missed for a wedding, Zach Leach who's had a big suspension these guys are going to have to come back in hungry because Yakandanda were red-hot favourites to win that game against Chiltern today. It's a big boost for their finals aspirations. I know I'm big on Barney. I think they're the team to beat this year.
So
Kiwa, they're a very, very formidable outfit. They're going to be at the pointy end once again. And then I think it's really wide open from there.
The emergence of Chiltern today, that is a message. That's a massive message.
Particularly with Braden O'Hara committing for the rest of the season. I mean, that's just a massive in. Rutherglen are starting to find some form. They've got themselves off the canvas a little bit, and they've picked up their 5th win today of the year. They've snuck themselves into the 5. They will bounce out once the ladder updates and Thurgoona get their allocation allowed. But there's some really good teams in there. Tallanga have had a good win today as well.
Where do they sit now, Tallanga? They're still inside the 5. Fourth on the ladder.
I think a few results might get updated. Of course, Chiltern will probably jump into 6th spot as well. So, Bobby J, if we got you down there, Grant, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of yahooing and carrying on down there.
I just daydreamed there for a second, and D-Mac walked past me and tapped me on the shoulder. So, sorry, I'm not doing my job down here, boys.
You got 5 minutes, brother?
Got 5 minutes, have we? Okay. Right,
maybe 8.
Maybe 8. You can feel 8, you reckon? Mate, you'd have to be happy with that result, first and foremost, and particularly the way you moved the ball through from the back half to the front half.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie. Look, we've certainly been down in the dumps the last few weeks, and when I say that, we've been on the receiving end of some pretty good rinsings from some very good sides. And what that does naturally is makes us want to be better, we work harder, and, full credit to the Saints today, particularly with a number of personnel, out of the side. However,